Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Are you ready for your usual fare of madness? The multi-dimensional portal is now open. Konnichigen, it's your favorite superstar host, the multi-dimensional Tachigen Khaiden. I am a sentient star cluster in VTuber idol form for your entertainment. Maybe I should say we are a sentient star cluster, but to keep things simple, I keep saying I all the time. That's what a multi-dimensional entity is like. But anyway, we begin a new week of streams with Fall Guys! You know, I keep saying your usual share of madness, which we usually have with every stream. But Fall Guys has it even more because of the nature of the game. I have my PS4 controller plugged in. I'm hoping it doesn't get disconnected. It still has a problem that it uses a cable that's very unstable, sadly. And I don't have any way to use Bluetooth on my computer, actually. Actually, what I have is a Magic NS thingy from Mayflash for the Switch. Hey, Mist! Glad you could make it. Happy Tuesday. Or Wednesday. But I'm not sure if it works for PC. I remember using it for PC, but I don't remember if it worked properly. And yeah, I could give it a try, but maybe not on the stream. I really should give it a try, honestly. It would make my life easier if it works out. But setting it up might be a pain in the ass in its own way. But yeah, like I have to be holding the PlayStation 4 controller a specific way. And Fall Guys, I prefer to play with that, you know? It's one of those games that's got to be played like that. Rocket League was another one, Rumbleverse was another one. I probably will go back when we have Rumbleverse again, which is the plan for next week. That's how it's gonna be. Tomorrow we are gonna check out Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, which is gonna be another battle royale. And if I do like it, then that's gonna be 5 days of streams next week potentially, because it's Rem Royale, Rumbleverse, Blood Hunt, Apex, and Fortnite. Not in that order, just so you know. So yes, that's what the week ahead looks like. Thursday and Friday, Final Fantasy XIV as usual. And then Saturday, I gave it off because I want to be able to watch Allurin's return just peacefully. And I don't know what time he's gonna do it, but we shall see. And it's also a contrast, you know, from last Saturday, in which I was like very busy with all sorts of things. Like I had the D&D stream in the morning, then in the evening I had the Rem Royale stream with Allurin, and in the middle of that I was doing other stuff. But one of those things was like also playing Animal Crossing New Horizons to participate in the Bug Out event that only happens once per month for 4 months of the year. And this is the first one I'm doing. I did actually, because I missed the other 2. And I did not get as many points as I wanted to be able to get all the trophies. I had to make it to 300 points to get the golden trophy, but I think it adds up on the next month. So hopefully it does and I'm able to participate and do that. Because last time when I did it for the fishing version of this event, I was able to just get all the trophies in one day because I just had that time to play it. But yeah, not this time though. Not quite this time. But what was I gonna say? I was going to say blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, it was the bronze and the silver trophy, which are great. Yeah, New Horizons, I need to continue logging in. September's gonna be great. Yeah, like there's only 2 days left of August. Today is one of those days. Yeah, some new things. Things I gotta check out in Habirica. Maybe things to check out in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I did log in earlier today. I had some nice victories with my Mask Hero deck earlier. And got the new Duel Pass. Hopefully I'm active enough that I'm able to make it to the final level of that pass. We shall see how it goes. And I did go into Fortnite earlier too. And I didn't win, but I got so close. Using my Vegeta skin. Yes, I got the Vegeta skin, by the way. And I did that thing in which I transform into all the phases that Vegeta can transform at the appropriate moments of the match. So when there's 85 players, 85 to 50 players, I transform into Super Saiyajin. When there's 50 to 25 players, it's Super Saiyan Blue. When there's 25 to, well, the final 2 players, I transform into Super Saiyan Blue Royal, or whatever the name is. I prefer to do it close to the top 10, but it's not always a good idea to do it when it's a top 10. But yeah, some really good games, doing some good challenges, and checking out the new things that got released on the latest update. But yeah, yesterday I did play a little bit of Imposters, as I posted on Twitter. I had this game where we had like 6 different Gokus and 1 Vegeta. I wasn't using the Vegeta skin, sadly, for that one. But that was so funny. Oh yeah, and I got a victory. I got a victory royale yesterday. Not today, but yesterday. If I have time, I'll play more later today, but we'll see. I did work on some other stuff though that I can't really talk about, but there are other projects that I hope turn out okay. I hope they turn out well. I was beginning to work on getting some new clips for the break screen where I show the clips, especially with the latest one that Allurin just did of that Rem Royale situation where I jinxed the game. But the thing about that clip is that it's probably in a different resolution, so adding it is not quite gonna be easy, because if I set it up there, it's gonna just be like, it's gonna look all scuffed. I added 1 new clip, and that's it, which was from a previous Victory Royale of Fortnite, I think. But I intended to add more, I just didn't have the time. I ran out of time for that. There were so many other things I was supposed to do, some housekeeping that I didn't do. Because, yeah, you know, I gotta focus on this stuff. So yeah, I got some cleaning to do that I didn't do, that I'm delaying. But yeah, hey, Habirica has been helping me with that. But that's another story. It's not easy for me to get those kinds of things done, you know? Cleaning around and, yeah. I've been known to have a room that looks like a landfill. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it does look very trashy. So, yeah, I've been working to change that, but it's not an easy It's not an easy road. A very rocky uphill road is what it is. But I digress. Well, have there been any gaming news as of late though? Last week was so exciting. The first stream we did that week talking about the things we talked about. Oh my gosh, so many things coming. Well, I could tell you what is coming for the stream, or at least the plans for it. Plans are subject to change after all, but next week, Battle Royale week. Kamen Rider Geats starts on September 4 or September 3 in other time zones. Depending on when Alluring has his stream, I may not be watching it live, which is fine with me, honestly. I can watch it later, no problem. But Geats looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's based on Battle Royales and all that, so yeah. I already said the 5 games we may or may not have. 4 to 5 games is the plan. 4 to 5 days, 4 to 5 days of the next week. If it's 5 days, probably gonna be Tuesday to Saturday. That seems to work out for me. I like having Sundays and Mondays free in my current situation, at least. That may change in the future, though. You never know. And what was I gonna say? In the week after that, I think what I was going to do originally was to have it be only Final Fantasy XIV, because I wanted to have a week like that. But that same week after this coming week, the season finale of Fortnite is going to happen, September 17. So with that in mind, I think it would be maybe 3 days of FF14 and 1 Fortnite stream, maybe? Or maybe I'll just have 2 days of FF14 and something else. Could be anything, honestly. I mean, Master Duel might be a good idea. So we continue advancing through the season, maybe do some solo duels. We can duel each other, as always. All sorts of things we can do in there. Or even some gacha if I have enough gems, honestly. Like, yeah, that would be fun. I really want to build that Super Quant deck. That's the one I'm working on right now. Super Sentai! Super Sentai Mecha, Ranger, squads and all that. Let's go. What was I gonna say? But you know, it wouldn't be the first time I have 3 days in a row of Final Fantasy XIV. I went through some of my old schedules the other day, and I forgot that the week after the last subathon, that was the week that was like decided by you during the subathon because of the goal we hit. And we had 3 days in a row of FF14. That week was like 6 streams, so it was 3 FF14 streams, then a Lotro Friday, then FF14 again, and then Genshin Impact. That one got postponed, but yeah. And hey, I should also mention that because that was the first stream in which I used this rainbow color scheme that I'm using right now. And I think I haven't used it since on a live stream. So I'm glad to have it here again. I mean, at times I like this color scheme, at times I don't. The hair certainly looks good. The outfit is kind of like, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't, but hopefully it's pleasing enough to the eyes. And I feel like Fall Guys is a really good game for it. Very colorful game, right? So, yeah, I'm very happy to be using it. Tomorrow for Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, I'm definitely gonna use one of my darkest palettes, so we're gonna have that stark contrast. I love it. I love it. Fall Guys, super colorful, very jolly, very like family friendly, for children game maybe, you know, all marshmallows and sunshine, rainbows, literally those things. Happiness, yay, 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 wee! And then tomorrow, Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, horror, blood, vampires, just murdering mortals maybe, murdering each other brutally with shotguns, rifles, with their special powers and super deep, dark stuff maybe. I don't know what Blood Hunt is gonna be like. I mean, it's a Battle Royale game from what I know. I think it has like other game modes like a team deathmatch or something. That's what I heard about. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, but you know, I was talking about this the other day. If you see gameplay of a game that you've never played, especially when it's a live stream rather than just like gameplay with no commentary, it's kind of hard to follow what's really going on. I mean, as fun as it might be to watch the streamer, and sometimes that's a great thing, you know, I'm watching for the streamer, not so much the game. Every streamer dreams of that, honestly. But or every Let's Player even with all that, even with an explanation from the person playing it, like, it's hard to follow. It's hard to follow. But yeah. Oh yeah, and the week after the Fortnite season finale, but I'm very excited to play this tomorrow. But yeah, looking forward to the future again. The week after the week that ends in September 17th, it's probably gonna be Hi-Res Studios week with Final Fantasy Friday still, so maybe a Tuesday to Friday schedule as well, because what I want to do is 3 days in a row in which every single game is a Hi-Res Studios game with the same kind of graphic style. Smite is the reason why, because I want to check out that game. Finally, after all this time, I think I'm finally gonna... At last, I'm gonna play my first ever MOBA game, if it goes to plan. And it's not even gonna be a traditional quote-unquote MOBA, because it's not a top-down view. It's a third-person perspective, and that's part of the reason why I'm playing it. It attracts me. But I am open to playing the other regular top-down ones, honestly. League of Legends, I might be willing to play that. Dota 2 sounds very hardcore though, so I'm not sure about that. And those would be the two major ones. Any others than that are like maybe too small, even for like the niche audience that they may have. Except Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite is another one that comes to mind, but I can't really play it. I don't have any way of streaming from my Switch right now. I mean, I still have my graphics card, but not only does it have issues, like the last time I tried to use it, it just wasn't working, displaying the blasted display, but also it has a big delay. So my advice to you, if you want to be a content creator, do not skimp on the graphics, on the display, on the capture cards, because having a delay sucks. Because, you know, if it's on a console and you're also on your PC, like, you need to listen to your alerts while you're streaming, or maybe you're playing music on the stream, you need to listen to that too. But then you can't listen to the game without a delay, without some lag. And it could be really bad. For a game like Animal Crossing, I had no issues because it's like, it's very chill. Like, okay, it's a little bit like, it messes up with my head a little bit to like have that delay between the audio and the video, but that's okay. But Mario Kart 8, for example, or something action heavy like Pokemon Unite would be, that would be a problem. So that would be a future investment. Gonna be a while before I can invest in that, I think, but it would be good. I've still been playing New Horizons, as I said. Didn't play yesterday though. Sunday I did play. I didn't take a look at the fireworks festival. It was the final one of the year. Like, they only have 4 during the entire month of August, but I don't really care because I already like saw enough of them in the previous Sundays, and they were fun though. You get to use your patterns and they become fireworks in the sky. And of course I use all sorts of like star, like time vortex, portal, space portal, spiral like patterns, and they look fan-fucking-tastic. I recorded some of that and uploaded it to Twitter. If you ever want to see that again, just let me know and I can search for the tweet. Oh, it should be easy to search actually, just using Twitter Advanced Search. I know the keywords that I can use. But yeah, it's great though because the Switch has a feature where you can directly tweet from there, so it's very helpful to share screenshots and recordings of games and all that. Every console should have that now if they don't. I don't know if the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Scarlett Johansson Witch, double S, S+++, 360, 180, whatever the hell the name is, has it. Every time I mention the name of the newest Xbox console, I just say that because they have such confusing names for it. So yeah, anyway. With that being said, let's jump into Fall Guys. I hope you always enjoy watching me speak like a lunatic, like the absolute lunatic that I can be, you know? Hey, speaking of lunatics, I wonder what Bloodhunt is like. Like, it's a Battle Royale game, but it's also a Vampire the Masquerade game, so Does it have role-playing aspects? Because the origin material is a role-playing game. What is that like, right? What is that like when the origin material is something like that? That is the thing. Okay, which screen should we use? Should we use this one or should we use the other with the overlay? You can see more of the outfit now, and you can see the color variety a little bit more. Like a little bit of the yellow in the more lower part of the outfit, because it's not quite represented anywhere else. Has to be the entire rainbow for me, you know? The only one you don't quite see is pink, I think. You know where pink actually is on the back of the outfit. When I modified the pattern in Photoshop, I didn't realize that that part would be in the back. So not much I could do about that. If I ever like show myself from another angle, I guess it could work. But yeah, I got nothing there. I've got nothing there. But yeah, those are the immediate plans. An even longer term plan that I have, by the way, is an even longer term plan that I have right now, by the way, is to have on October 14 a special 14-hour stream. Because here's the thing about October 14. It's a Friday. And it's Friday 14th. Friday the 14th. What do you think that means? That means I can get to say Friday 14 Final Fantasy 14 for 14 hours. Something like that. The game is not displaying on the screen. I'm not sure why. Hold on. Hopefully it's able to display soon. Sometimes it has those issues. What are you doing, OBS? Do we need to use a game capture here of some sort? There we go. Sometimes it delays a lot. It's not just Fall Guys that it does that with. So yeah, we have the Among Us avatar. Outfit. So I mentioned last week that I wanted to stream Fall Guys this week because they have a new season. But that's not quite the case, as you can see. I started realizing that when I was making the schedule on Sunday, that apparently there haven't been any announcements, like there's no new season or anything. I don't know what the places is going on. So it's weird. It's weird. I don't know what's happening with it, but it's been delayed. They just never said anything about it, and that's okay, I guess, you know. I heard rumors that the reason it's delayed is because on the Switch, a lot of users, and I don't see why that would be exclusive to the Switch, honestly, but I don't know about graphics or anything like that. But on the Switch, users are having like epileptic problems or those sorts of like light issues, sensory issues, and they needed extra time to fix that. If that is the reason, that's perfectly understandable, of course. So let them take the time they need to take. I mean, that's more of an opportunity for me to continue through the past because there's still so many things I need to get. You know, advancing is so slow in Fall Guys. It's so slow, like way too slow, I still think. But hey, at least it's still a fun game, and the reward thing is still more rewarding than it used to be when it was only 50 levels on the pass. The show bugs are great. I have 400 right now. We'll take a look at the store later. Let's continue playing as Among Us, as a possible impostor. You know, this has just reminded me that to this day I still have never streamed Among Us, and I played a lot of it. I played quite a lot of it actually, but I still haven't streamed Among Us all this time. I should definitely do that one day. I feel like what I wanted to do was to make it be like this big collab between 8-10 people maybe, or at least like 4 people. Playing maybe with some random players, but at least it's 4 of us. So it's a nice number of people to make it fun. But, you know, playing it solo with random players online ain't that bad, honestly. It ain't that bad. Reminds me also of Town of Salem. Man, it's been a while since I played that bad boy also. So much fun. So much fun also. And yeah, both of those games also suffer from the problem. Whoa, it's taking a long time to find players. But yeah, they also have the problem of stream sniping potentially, but I'm fine with that, whatever. I'm not playing in rank mode in Town of Salem. I don't think Among Us has anything like that either. I still haven't checked out the new map actually. Like, I played it recently again, but I didn't check out the new map because what I wanted to do was actually... what I wanted to do was to... I've been having some lag issues in Fall Guys here and there, actually. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to just play it solo. There's like a solo mode where you can just practice the tasks and everything. It's kind of fun just to do every single task in the game. And I wanted to do it on the new map. It's been around for a while now, but yeah, still haven't played it myself. When was it that it came out? Earlier this year, or was it before that? Been a minute since that. But it was great when I came back to it because I saw that they have like a progression or something like that. A progression system of sort. I'm glad it found people. For a moment I thought it wouldn't find anyone. Could it be that there's not enough players anymore? 41 players only. And I queued for both squad and solo. What's happening to the player base here? I'm gonna check my options. Maybe my matchmaking is messed up or something. Remind me to check them if this persists. But yeah, I hope your Tuesdays are going well. Dun 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 dun. I've been saying the good morning messages as much as I can. I can't guarantee that I'll say them every single day, but I try to. And oh, I am dead. Yeah, there's like a low chance of being dead when you show up in game like that. Nice. I've actually been dead a lot of the time in the game. Woo! But yeah, yesterday the good morning message was one that I already did as a video that I haven't referenced in a while, which is a meme from Friends. You know, the sitcom Friends. Morning's here, the morning's here, sunshine is here, the sky is clear, the morning's here. Morning's here, get into gear, breakfast is near, the dark of night has disappeared. That's the song. Hopefully the people who saw it, at least one person got the reference there. And if they didn't, that's okay. I'll probably say it again some other day. But I made it into a short video on YouTube. And when I say short video, I mean a video with short length. I don't mean a YouTube short. I could have made it a YouTube short, I guess. I don't know. I might still do that. I could do it on TikTok too. That's another thing that I want to do with the clips. I've been meaning to edit them for a while and create them as TikTok clips, YouTube shorts maybe. Mostly TikTok clips and also Twitter clips for that matter. Haven't done it in a while. Literally, I've only done it once, I think. Or no, I've done it twice, but the first time I did it was more simplistic. Like, it was more like it was done for me with a website, which I would still need the help of, actually. But the last one, yeah, I used that website, Combo, it's called. There's many websites, but that's the one that I found the best for the most part. Combo.com. I don't remember what the website was. I don't think it's combo.com. That would be very simple, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it's super helpful because it also automatically creates clips when they are created on your stream. As long as you have registered. As long as you have registered. Oh, look at that Dr. Eggman. Oh, that son of a bitch. Did you see that? Nearly got me there. But it's a sound strategy to eliminate players. It just feels so dirty. Kitanai. Kitanai. Kitanai mono. Kitanai yatsu. Hey, Duolingo taught me that dirty is kitanai in Japanese. Kitanai mono is maybe dirty person. I think you can add mono to a lot of like a lot of words and it becomes like person. Uragi is treason, I think, or uragiri. And then when you say uragiri mono, you're saying traitor. There's bakamono, borokamono, to say fool. You can also say fool just like baka, but still, It's another example, I think. Which one was there? Nisemono. Nise is false. Nisemono is faker, false person. Honmono. Honmonomono, I think, is like the true one. Honmono is true, truth. Like if you have a faker, hey, you know, Among Us, you have the imposter. Nisemono. I should take a look at the dialogue between Shadow and Sonic in Japanese in that famous scene where they call each other faker, right? I found you, faker! Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake. I'll make you eat those words. There's no time to play games. You won't even get the chance. You can't get away this time. There's only one real Sonic. Oh my god. Not a good start to this though. Just keep going and avoid the big bananas. Things are bananas for sure. Bonkers, bananas. Many words that start with B if you like. It's a banana Betlam. It's a banana bonanza. I love it. You know I love my alliterations. Okay, not just bananas anymore. Strawberries. I think that was a strawberry. And some other things here and there. There we go. That was very close. I was the second to last person to qualify. Only 12 people. But yeah, look at that Dr. Eggman. Did you see that? 2 spaces from me to the left. It's such a fantastic skin. I just don't have like the show box for all this, you know? And they don't give you as many bugs in the battle pass as they do in Fortnite. Yeah, I still haven't spent any money. Oh no, wait. I was gonna say I still haven't spent any money in this game, but I did buy it before it became free to play. So there's that. There's that. I think they gave things to players. I don't even remember anymore, but yeah. I think I got things for this. Okay, this one can get really tricky. Dun dun dun. I love the concept though. The one-on-one fights that everybody has. Oh, it's Dr. Eggman! Dr. Eggman is my opponent. Let's go! He's gonna get the ball first. Ah! Tricky one, tricky one. Dr. Eggman! I can hear the Sonic boss music. It's a Sonic boss. This really is a boss fight. Oh no. Ah! Ah! That was so close. Ah! Oh, come on. Oh my god. Calculating the fucking range, the trajectory. It's like physics, man. I'm no physicist. I tell you, it's like one of the most tricky things ever. Dr. Eggman seems to know what he's doing. Oh my god, it's so fucking tricky. Like, you gotta like learn an incredible skill set for this shit. You gotta get really good with it. Is it gonna be on his side? I mean, like learning a particular game mode in other games, right? You learn certain skills with it, etc, etc. Can I score at least one? At least 1 point scored. Oh, I am definitely not winning this. Unless some miracle... Unless some miracle happens or something. Hey, I did start the game as a bone, as a dead person there. What is that? What is that noise? Tick, tick, tick. No, I love the concept, but my god, is it difficult. But that's how it is with Fall Guys. Like, there's a lot of rounds, and each one of them has their own skill set and stuff. They're all different games. They're all very different games. Or, well, many of them end up feeling like a very different game mode. Like an entirely different game. So the skill sets that you build in one round do not apply at all to another. It becomes a completely different dimension. Again, different dimension. Haha. There you go. Hopefully, there's enough players playing, though. Breaks my heart to see the player base dwindling like this. And I'm queued for multiple shows as well. Just, you know, the other shows don't look like fun to me. Duos doesn't sound like fun to me. And then the others that are just particular maps, I don't like the sound of them, but alright. Alright. 59, 60 players. That's better than last one, which started with like 41 players. 59, is it? 60, there we go. The whirly gig. Yeah, for example, the skills you learn in the whirly gig do not make you good at like the volleyball game or something like that. Bum 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 boo. And I'm not dead this time. There's other people among us. Other people with the skin. I don't know why there's cheese on top of it though. Maybe it's a... Oh, maybe it's something you can have as a cosmetic in Among Us. And they just chose that one for some reason. Maybe because it feels the aesthetic feel of Fall Guys the most. And I just realized it's squad mode, so that's good. Well, it could be a bad thing too if they drag you down, but otherwise, I find it more relaxing because they can carry you too. They can save you from elimination. Ooh, somebody using the Mai Shiranui skin. Also, yeah, Terry Bogard, The Undertaker. Some of the skins I wish I could have gotten. Wow, 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 wow. One of my favorite songs in the game still. It's about to get to the good part of the song. Listen. Listen to the Fall Guy choir. The little cute choir there of people. Of Fall Guys, I assume it is. Well, we are first place right now. You see what I mean when I say people can carry you? I was the last one to get there, but it was just a matter of luck. The big traffic of beans. Big jelly bean traffic. They call them regular beans, but to me they're more like jelly beans than just beans. Personally. Now, my lower right corner of the screen, you're not entirely seeing it, I think, but it's telling me that I think there's a connection issue, so hopefully I don't get disconnected. I've been getting a lot of lag in the game. And I know it's exclusive to Fall Guys, because first of all, right now I'm streaming and the stream itself is not lagging. Second, I play other games and they don't have that, not to this extent. I was getting some lag in Fortnite recently, but it... No, for a few days I got lag on Fortnite, but it kind of stopped. I didn't have it yesterday, I didn't have it the past few days I played, so there's that. There's that. Oh yeah, and in Fortnite I'm now in like the bonus rewards of the Battle Pass. I got a few skins there that were nice, but for the most part, I'm definitely not gonna get those ones. You know how many stars you need to get everything? In the bonus like pages of the Battle Pass, you need to get 500 stars. It's almost like buying from the item shop, because unless you play an extreme amount, you're going to have to buy your way to those levels that give you those stars. At least in this season though, I don't care much for what they give in the bonus rewards of the Battle Pass. Okay, gotta concentrate on this. Banana, apple. Apple, banana over there. Gotta be careful, because even if you're safe here, some people jump here and they kind of move. Kind of make you move. Apple, we're in the right place. And yeah, a lot of people are gonna jump here, so it's gonna be messy. Let's do a salute. Okay, banana, orange. Banana, orange, apple, cherry, 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 banana, orange, apple, cherry. Far away. Whoa. I nearly got destroyed by those bars. That was the big difficulty there. Oh my god. Banana, orange, grapes. Oh fuck. Banana, orange, watermelon. Banana, orange, watermelon, grapes. Banana, orange, watermelon, grapes. Banana, orange, watermelon, grapes. Watermelon. I think this is the watermelon. I got it right. I'm the only survivor of my squad too. Nice, 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 nice. Whoa! I carried the team this time. Last time I was the final place. This time I was the sole survivor here. Let's fucking go. Woo-hoo. I'm glad I concentrated on that. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. I completely forgot what I was talking about before this round. What was I doing? I don't remember. Fortnite? Oh yeah, the battle pass, the bonus. Yeah, I don't care much for this. Last season though, there were some really cool ones, like different colors for Doctor Strange, I think. That was great. I was hoping they would have like a white Darth Vader, maybe even a red Darth Vader or something like that, but they didn't do that. They instead just had the original characters, the 5 original characters they introduced in this season pass, and they gave them like chromatic, silver, gold version, something like that. It kind of sucks though, because those versions can be customized. Like for example, there's a character called Adira. You can put a face guard, face mask on her, and it will look so sick with the chromatic version, with those versions, but you can't customize them. Like it's just one of their variants locked in that version, so that's what sucks about them. And I don't care much for them, but if I get the stars, I am gonna redeem them, because otherwise they're just gonna get wasted. Like they don't carry over to the next season, so I might as well use them. Alright, Slime Climb. This is also the more difficult version. And Slime Climb is already difficult enough as it is for me. So yeah, this can be a real sweaty round right here. Oh my god, can it be? Oh yeah, and I forgot, yeah, this game, Destiny 2 collab too. Just like Fortnite had. The Destiny 2 skins are still available. Don't do that, mate! We're on the same side! What is my squad mate doing here? I'm not gonna try to jump there. It's too tricky for me. I'm just gonna go the long way. It's more... It's safer, it's more secure. This, however, ain't safe. Oh my god in heaven. Have mercy. The slime is still a little bit far away, but I can afford only one more error here. Only one more fall, I think. How do you even get past this last one? You gotta jump. I think the jump helps you a lot. Oh, but here comes a hard part. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, that was a good jump out of the way. And there's only one squad mate that hasn't qualified. 3 of us qualified. We're in the first place. We're killing it. We are killing it on these rounds. Let's go, my friends. Steven. You can do it, Steven. You can do it. The name is not showing because my logo is covering it, but the name of this player is Steven. Oh no, Steven! Huh? How did they not fall? Nice! The entire squad qualified. Beautiful. First fucking place. Last one was second place, and the one before that first place. We're killing it. Come on, we gotta win this. We gotta be a winning squad. Let's go. Bum 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 bum. I can't wait to see what the next pass is gonna look like. I'm actually not sure if I'm gonna get it like as soon as it's available. It will depend on my budget. Otherwise, next month I would love to subscribe before the battle pass actually goes live, so I might be getting like extra B-Bucks for that because I already own the battle pass. And then when the battle pass goes live, I will receive it, and then it will carry over into October, so I'll also get Fortnite Crew. I'm not just gonna buy it. I want to subscribe to Fortnite Crew for 1 month only, which is not a calendar month, so it would be like in the middle of September and then carries over all the way until the middle of October. But I might not get it then, and I'm okay getting the battle pass late for this. That's perfectly fine with me, honestly. But just not too late, ideally. I might not even get it, honestly. Again, depends on my budget. I'm glad I was able to afford Fortnite Crew for the last 2 battle passes. That first battle pass that I unlocked, that was the Marvel one, Chapter 3, Season 2. I got it on like on the very last weeks, basically. And I unlocked like a lot of things at once, which was kind of cool, but I also had a lot of pressure to do a lot of quests for the Prowler. because they keep having things that are like, let's do this, let's do this. I think this is close because only the top 2 teams are gonna qualify. So we may be getting close to a final round here. This might be the final round after this. Did they score? That was a very close second place. Like, the third place was very close too, I think. But I think we made it to the final round. Second place there. Only the first 2 places scored, so yeah. The first 2 squads. There's another squad. They have a Sonic the Hedgehog. Some fancy skins. One with a crown, actually. And on our squad, there's 2 Among Us skins. One of us might be an imposter. Final round, Thin Ice. Oh, no. I'm gonna do my best, but let's see what happens. Alright. It's time to get sweaty. Well, you know, it's gonna be 8 of us. 4 versus 4, kind of. I guess we could do some type of teamwork to maybe, like, eliminate another player or something. But I don't know those strats. I can't be bothered learning those strats. It's, like, way too much for me, honestly. Okay, let's try to take it slow first. The pace is probably gonna pick up, especially... Ah, you see? They're doing the strategy. They are doing the grabby things. There's always someone. Especially in squad mode, where you kind of like want to do things for the benefit of your teammates or something like that. The thing is, if you take it slow, and then you get someone who is taking it faster than you, or starts grabbing you, or both, it messes up with your timing of the slow pace you're taking. That's something that's very tricky. So you like change your pace. They kind of force you to change your pace, which is sometimes intentional on their part, sometimes it's not. But that's what Fall Guys can be like. That's what a lot of multiplayer games can be like, and it's something I find... Sometimes I will admit I get a little bit salty about it. Sometimes I get mauled. Sometimes I get tilted. But other than that, like... Overall, I find it a very fun aspect of multiplayer gaming. Like, there's a lot of things that happen. Sometimes the same thing happens in 2 matches, but in the previous match it was intentional, and in this match it wasn't intentional, but it still happened. Or the other way around, or situations like that, you know? When you have multiple players playing, more shenanigans happen. That's why people like to play with friends and all that. And yeah, if you're friends with each other, like, you are more likely to have fun than with strangers, because you have the rapport. And yeah, maybe the rapport to do things you wouldn't otherwise do against strangers. Like, just, all sorts of messy shenanigans. Maybe you teabag your friend because you know you can do that to them. If you do that to a stranger, you're gonna feel like an asshole. It's gonna be like a dick thing to do, really. I think it's time to concentrate. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry, friend. I know we're on the same side. Wait a minute. It's only us. Yeah, we won. We won. We won. I think we won. Yes, and I got an achievement. Star of the show, 100 XP. I think we won. We are the winners, baby. I'm glad we got a win. Time to take a leap of faith. Beautiful. Wonderful. Let's go. Land in the haystack. Ah, didn't land in the haystack. Victory. 3, 2, 1, say don't ever give up. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. We made it. We made it. Let me put a stream marker here so I can make it a clip. Yay. Hey, it's still not as much of an achievement as when you win solo, but I mean, it's still a big deal. It's still a big deal. Like, you're not always gonna be winning like that. Just keep that in mind. Yeah! Can we get some GGs in the chat for that, if you have the emote? Remember, you don't have to subscribe necessarily if you have enough star particles to unlock it for 24 hours. Top 3 guarantee. Oh yeah. Not gonna equip it actually. I'm fine with that. Creepy peepers. Ooh. Yeah, we're leveling up a lot. We can also get level ups. Actually, let me put the emotes myself. Oh yeah, and also some crown progress. That is great. Good games. Yeah, this is literally the second show that we have done on the stream. And it's our first squad show, and we won. We won it. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's have one more with the Among Us skin. And after that, I'm going to switch to something. Actually, I'm probably going to go on the AFK break for that. Going to feed the king and the queen. Those are my dogs, by the way. Going to feed their majesties. And I'm going to get some tea. I mean, I have the tea ready. Like, I'm going to get the water ready. So, since I'll probably be listening to the water when I come back, we're just going to take a look at the shop. Take a look at cosmetics and stuff. And just chat for a moment before we get back into the action. Like, the thing about squad mode is that you don't get as sweaty because, you know, you can maybe rely on your teammates if you get eliminated. So that's why maybe right now I'm coming across as more relaxed than usual when I play on the final round. Like, I would be way more filled with adrenaline right now. If I had a heart rate monitor, it wouldn't be as up as it is for solo mode. I wonder if I'll have that someday. I've never looked up what you need to do to get that set up. It always sounded like a very expensive thing for me. So I've never, like, looked into it. Might be fun someday, honestly. Like, I'm somebody that gets very excited easily, as you may have noticed already. Oh, so we have Dr. Eggman, Sonic, and Knuckles in this game. I see Terry Bogard, I see Mecha Godzilla, some other fancy skins. I love this. You know what I would love to see in Fall Guys? I would love to see the Teletubbies. They would be perfect for Fall Guys so much. 4 skins, you can get them in a pack. Or not. Maybe make them part of a battle pass. Like, hey, not having the Teletubbies in Fortnite, I can see that because of the nature of the game. Like, seeing Tinky Winky with a shotgun or something like that might be really weird. As much as it would be fitting because, you know, you have squads of 4 in Fortnite. And the Teletubbies are 4. But, you know, they're for children. They're meant to be for children. And to have them be in a game as violent as that... Oh, whoops. Might not be good. But in Fall Guys, they would fit perfectly well. Not only because... Oh, shit. Well, sharp contrast to the last game. Sharp contrast to the last game. I get eliminated immediately. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Also because like of the type of skins they use for the Fall Guys themselves, the kind of movement, the kind of body build that they have, they kind of... I could see the Teletubbies being a thing for them. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and go AFK earlier so I can do it right now already. And as I said, I'll feed their majesties, the king and the queen. I will run the ad break already, so we can get that out of the way. And as always, I'll leave you with the Twitch clips. Let's see though. Here we go, here we go, here we go. What did we get? What did we get? Yes! Sorry, let me mute that. I didn't get to say it. Stay connected to the Tajigen temple. I cut myself off. I meant to mute the desktop audio, but I muted my microphone. Anyway, I'll be back. Yes! I mean, there's not a lot of UR cards after all, but we got it. You have no idea. You have no idea how many packs I've opened for Pyroxene Relinquished to get that one. And I finally got it. Oh, this is great. I'll be able to save so many UR materials to build other things. And I now have 3 copies of Adamantium Recent Dragite. Pretty much at this point, my Adamantium deck is complete. Sa, Kogeki! Sandaitsu no Kogeki! Now, Henshin, Masku Chenji. And that's gonna be the end of the duel. There are some beautiful one-turn kills from this deck sometimes. It's just the best. I activate the effect of Elemental Hero on its Neos to increase the attack of Kamikaze by 2500. The attack is now 5600. Hissatsuwaza, Laida Kick! Kamen Rider Kamikaze, Laida Kick. Warewari no shori da. Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. That's why I love the mask heroes, because I get to say that their finisher moves are rider kick. Instead of buffing everyone up individually, everyone gets buffed immediately. And there you go, the killing blow. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm actually just going to wait for the cooldown so I can do that at once. Just killing all the scavengers like that. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? Ah, you know I love my AoE skills like that. And yes, we send some cards. Lightstorm Judgment. If this card sent from the last summon, you can add one Judgment Dragon from your deck to your hand. Ah! Yes, so that answers my question. Well. Let's summon this bad boy here. I think we have everything we need to win the duel very soon. If not this turn. Lightstorm Saber. Oh, nice. When this card is sent from your deck to a graveyard, you can target one monster you control, equip this card to that target. Now we're doing some good combos. Oh, hell yes. Let's go. Let's go. It's one of those baby... He called you a baby back bitch with this shirt. Are you able to sit? There you go. There you go. Now it is a full party, as my friend deserves more visitors. It was a party of 4 for my birthday. We need to make it a party of 4 for Tom as well. Oh, yes. He called you a baby back bitch. And shoot down. Oh, that's the fun. That's what I was looking forward to doing again in SWTOR. You know I love my AoE. Oh, yes. It's good to be back. Can you imagine just you get this Republic trooper, you don't see their face, just coming onto you and starting to blast you down from above, calling down some rain of fire on you, and you can hear him laughing through his helmet like that. and that's the last thing you experience before you die. I'd love to see that in the movie. Maybe even an Imperial Trooper, something like that. Big brains to play 2 Civ games at once and alternate? Oh no, Pageran, you may be joking, but that's something I want to do someday. I actually want to do that someday, you know? I'll have to make one of those windowed, but I could do that. And you know, I have... Actually, hold on. Big brain. Actually, I have 3 monitors. So one day, I want to play 3 different Civilization games. Civilization 4, 5, and 6. And I want to see what that's like. Big brain, eh? Oh, yes, that would be the best thing ever. The best. No, seriously, I would like to try that someday. I haven't even tried playing 2 at once, though. Okay, we can do that. And you take that grenade. Did you see that? Let's go. I love explosions like that. I'm sorry, I just love the grenades like that. Let's go. Oh, yes. Yes. No, it's not just the fact that they exploded. Well, they did. Return to me when you have completed this task and you will have earned my favor. Did you see that person there? They look totally the same as I do right now. Look at them. It's a carbon copy of me right now. Are they a minstrel too? Hold on. They're a rune keeper. Okay. It's also because they have light armor as well. That's so funny. I think there is a way. Doesn't seem like there is. Oh, I love blowing people up like that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. It's important. It's important to see if you can interact with the environment in this game.
Outstanding, sir.
Thank you very much. Of course it's outstanding. I am an outstanding individual. It reflects in everything I touch, in everything I do.
No Jedi will be able to stand against
60, but let's try 49. Yes, we got it! I didn't expect to get it! That's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about! Let's go! I have to choose which one. A beehive chip. A pair of brass... Oh, you're saying static? Ooh, I don't know about that. I actually don't know about that. But alright, since the majority of the people in the chat here are saying static... Oh no, no, Pietro, Pietro. Well, he did give me a gift, that's true. That makes it worse, damn it. My goodness, what have you done? What have you maniacs done? It was a trap. What have you done, you maniacs? Why did I listen to you? Why should I listen to the chat? Common streamer mistake. Yeah. I shouldn't have listened to you. Nah, I'm good. Okay, so we're gonna go for a treasure hunt. Oh, nice, Barry. Nice, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for waiting. Give me a second here as we get things back. Alright, I'm actually gonna use my mouse for this and keyboard. Thank you for waiting, and yes, welcome back everyone. What I'm gonna do right now is just wait for my water. My water for the tea right now is getting ready. I have good old Salem Black with me. I also took some yesterday. Man, I don't know what happened about yesterday's brew when I did it, but it was delicious. It was a delight. It was so good. So I'm hoping to get something as good as that today. Fantastic brew I did yesterday. Really good stuff. But yeah, right now I wanted to see oh yeah, the long guys actually. I've been seeing a lot of those. I've been wanting to get this for so long. But the myth, the legend, Bing Bong, guess who's here? You know, speaking of Vampire the Masquerade, which we'll have tomorrow. Well, Blood Hunt. There's this meme that they did in New York by Night. The latest like official tabletop chronicle. Tabletop sessions. This meme that goes, Bing Bong, go fuck yourself. Or Bing Bong, fuck you. If it's not funny already by itself, it's funnier in context, I think. I say I think because I don't even remember what the context was, but it's still funny. I would love the long guys, man. I would love them. We have bowling, big shots, spider webs. This one is great too. Jaunty walrus. Because they give you both the upper and the lower pieces. Oh, and you can just like spend less for one part. Yeah, that's good too, I guess. But I would hate to only get one part unless I already like it a lot on its own. I only have 500 B-Bucks, sorry, show bucks. I'm saying the completely wrong term here, but yeah. Elegant elephant, great alliteration. Happy hippo, bundle in the jungle, and great rhyme. If you can't do alliterations, make rhymes, you know? It's fun. But yeah, toy robot, this looks so nice. I like it. And Nene, wildfire pack. Oh, the wildfire pack looks, yeah, it looks fire, all right. Season 1 starter pack, some really nice stuff. It's kind of like the closest you would have to getting a Fortnite crew subscription here, because it also gives you 1000 show box and a bunch of things in there. Oh, the sushi, seasonal sushi set, very nice, and 1000 show box. A tier skip, and here, yeah, I purchased these cartoon gloves, which might be fun to switch to right now. Club FG. What does that mean? Fighting game? Let's buy this big wheel nameplate though. Oh, the gingerbread nameplate is so nice though. I gotta get that too. I gotta get that. Chart topper. Oh, this is great. This looks so good. This looks so good, but I can't buy it. Huff Puff 1000. Snowball Survivor might be good, but yeah, I'll save it. You might think I have a lot. You know, I have 57,185, but before I know it, if I spend it on everything, I'm not gonna have any more. I got them for being a veteran player and for playing like free for all or something like that. I don't remember. But all right, let's change the outfit now. Let's do it from scratch, so we can also get started with the pattern and the color. Maybe I was doing orange and green, which is a favorite color scheme of mine actually. I know it's madness if it doesn't include any purple in it. Madness for me to say it, but I do like that color scheme. It's if I were a fighting game character or a character in a game with alternate palettes or something that had more colors than the alternate palettes I already have, like, you know, this one, that would be one of them. Man, I have less patterns than I remember. I remember having more than those, but alright. There's this one that's like a warning. Cross-check is always fun to look at. Crown grab. Oh, that is so nice looking. I love the look of that one. Okay, crown grab. Look at that. Look at that. Not bad at all. Orbital looks really nice. This makes the colors look really good. Foolish. Amethyst, which of course is one of my favorites. Coral blue is really good too though. Raptor. Like Barney the dinosaur here. Okay, the water is nearly ready. Give me a second. I'm just gonna go get it. Just one moment. Alrighty, my tea is getting ready. Yeah, we're still gonna look at the cosmetics for a moment. So that, Oh, also, yesterday I was doing some tests for the stream. As I said, there were some things I wanted to do, but I didn't have time. So while I was doing some things in OBS, my VC face was actually crashing. Like, I was doing stuff like this for potential recordings also, and VC face was just crashing. So hopefully that doesn't happen today. Yeah, I'll continue using the mouse and keyboard for this. We got 5 minutes to brew my tea, so I'll just wait for that. Ready to go. I didn't realize that pun there. Orbital, I think is what I'm gonna go for here. But hold on. What am I gonna use here though? I might do something for the... Ooh, Baker Boy cap! Look at that! What were the new ones? I do have a long guy though. Grandies. But I think I wanted... Well, if I'm gonna use the cartoon gloves, I should use a different pattern. But hold on, I think I have a long guy here actually. Let me see if anything goes with it. I mean, we can have other things that may or may not go with it. When did I get this? So I guess I do have a long guy. Nice, 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 nice. Another thing they should add to this game is like loadout of cosmetics. Oh, this one was a lot of fun to use. Fabulous Finback. I've used it. And then there's like dragon dances. These dragon ones, dragon dance body, then with the tail, and then this version. Different versions of that one that you got in the battle pass. Carnifaller, banana water. We're just taking a look at things right now. Pitcher's mitt, orc. Many of these I have never used, but most of them I think. Well, actually, yeah, most of them I've used. This one was fun to have. Rusty, kind of looks good like this. Wind up robot, and some of them don't actually have their other half, which sucks. Veggie dog, that looks delicious. Santa Falls, we should do that for December or so. And Ezio, I did use the complete Ezio Auditore outfit, which was great. Oh yeah, that's the one for Among Us. They call it being cheesy in this case. Less sneakers, Carnifaller, Chisel Bust, the crocodile one. Oh yeah, the Dawn one we have is there in one of the stream clips, using the complete Dawn outfit. Elder Dwarf, at your service and your families. Aha. Feisty Dwarf. And there's the grandest one, Jester, which is fun to use too. Jungle Frog Pouch. Knockout. The Knockout one is a lot of fun. Just having like the headpiece and the gloves. Looks so fitting for this game. And it's been fun to use as well. There are other variations of it, but I think I only have like one variation. Pool lifeline, so cute. Snowman. Do I have the upper part of this? I think I don't. I don't remember seeing that. Then the rest of the veggie dog. Star guy. I couldn't get the top part of this. It was like part of an event. Okay, the face. Let's see if we can have anything on the face that... Oh, the face doesn't change. Right, it comes with it. That's the downside, I guess you could say, that you don't really customize how it looks, because it's really not actually a tall guy. It's more like you're wearing a costume on top of it. Rather than wearing clothing on your guy, you're wearing a costume on top of the guy that completely covers you. So no matter what I do here, it's not gonna show. So it's pre-made colors in that way. Whoa, that alert scared me. I got an achievement, catwalk model. Not sure what that achievement is about. It's gotta be some specific customization thing, because I've already customized my guy before, my bean before. I don't know what that was about. The 5 minutes for the tea are nearly up. I'm just stalling for time right now. I'm not gonna play while that's happening, because I will need to like take care of the tea and all that. But I'll be taking it out of the I'll be taking the tea out of the teapot in a moment. I'll put it in my mug, and also the thermos here. Whoa, I still have some tea on my thermos here actually. Let me drink that. It's leftover tea from yesterday. But of course it's gonna be in good quality because it's in the thermos, like it's gonna be preserved well. And tea doesn't go bad quickly anyway. Even if it weren't inside there. Oh my gosh, yesterday turned out so amazing. What an amazing brew that was. So give me a second, I think it should be ready now. Like, I saw that it was 11 minutes, and now it's 16 minutes in this hour. And it may not be exactly 5 minutes, it may be a little bit less than 5 minutes, as I'm doing it exactly, almost exactly as it turned into 16. But it doesn't matter, because 4 minutes is fine too. I just prefer to have it more between 4 and 5 minutes, with 5 minutes being the maximum ideally. Dun 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 dun. Alright, With this in mind, I have poured the tea now on my thermos and my mug. My Mickey Mouse mug. I have this nice Mickey Mouse mug. Too bad I can't show you, but it's a cute thing that came with a mug warmer that was also themed after Mickey Mouse. I don't use the mug warmer anymore, not right now at least. The thermos is a better fit for that, I personally find. Like, the mug warmer would be better for like longer periods maybe, but I still have it. It's being used by a relative right now, actually, to light their candles. To keep their candles very lit. And they're making really good use of it. So I'm very happy about that. It always breaks my heart when an object just gets wasted. When food gets wasted, that's even worse. But anything, really. You know, it can be any sort of object. A remote control, a notebook, a pen. It just gets wasted, you know? Breaks my heart. I'm the sort of maniac that... I don't know if it's me being frugal or being too appreciative of the people that, like, did the work to make that object possible. You know, the assemblers in the factory or whoever is responsible for it, whatever. I feel like I've always got to make, like, use of every single feature in an object. If I have a remote control and there's some button I never pressed, I'm like, oh no, what a waste. They put so much hard work into putting that button and it's never used. But it's not like it doesn't really work like that. Like, oh my gosh. Once you bump into one of them, it's really hard to get out of this loop of being bumped over and over. That could have been worse though. I've had it worse than that. It could be so bad that you actually get yeeted out of the arena. You fly so high and so hard that you get out of the arena like that. I wonder if my hitbox is affected because I have the tall guy skin. I don't think so. Even if it looks like it is, I don't think it actually is affected. But you never know. Whoa, I made it through! I made it through! Let's go! I rarely ever make it through that central area. It's very difficult. A lot of it is just luck. Like 90% of it or more has got to be luck based. Oh, I think somebody was using the big gloves I was gonna use. That was a really good pattern on that guy. That like sprinkles pattern. That was so nice. This one has a number 1 pattern. I love the colors. The aqua with purple there. So lovely. And the guy next to me, the sushi with like stripes. Black and purple stripes on the hands. On the arms, I mean. And the face like that. That is such a good look. Ooh, we have Supersonic there too. You're just gonna see me just oohing and eyeing over all these outfits. It's great though. It's great. It's always fun to do that. Another fun aspect of these multiplayer games that have a lot of that. I should be doing that more in Fortnite. Next time we play it. Which should be next week. We won't have Final Fantasy XIV next week, but in exchange for that, we have Fortnite Friday. It's literally the only one that has a set day. The other 3 or 4 games are going to be... Could be any day, honestly. It might be... This may depend on... let's see if I can do this one. It's difficult. This one is so difficult. Sometimes you can get really lucky, but... It's difficult. Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh. I got very lucky. Yeah. I got very lucky. There was some skill involved in that, dodging them as much as I could, but that was good. Oh, the donut backpack is so cute. Makes me crave that donut so badly, though. Go to Krispy Kreme or something. Oh yeah, and there's the guy with the sprinkles there. Oh, and the alien like backpack, like little balloon on the back. That looks so cool. But that one, the one that has the spike bracelets, that was also grabbing that guy. That's the one I said looked really good. The sprinkles, I think. Oh, this is a really good one too. That looks nice. That's a great pattern. But also, yeah, it's the same pattern here. More like lava in this case, but yeah. So many like ice cream, sprinkle type of patterns, donuts. That's a big theme of Fall Guys, and I love it. Dun 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 dun. Supersonic is still in here. There's another tall guy, but a different kind than the one I have right now. The one I have right now has like a dark top. Has a little gradient that goes from the pink to the to like pure black. A little bit of gray in between there because it's a gradient. Hoopsy legends jump and dive through hoops to score points. And yeah, one of these days, another thing I need to do is play Fortnite with a controller. But if you can't, if the only way to switch between weapons is to keep switching between them like a wheel, and you don't have a specific like key or button for a specific weapon, I'm still gonna prefer mouse and keyboard, ultimately. But I also have Fortnite on my Switch, you know, and it has like cross-play and cross-progression. So it might be worth learning to play with a controller. If not the DS4, at least the Switch controller. Could be some worth. Just so I can be open to other ways of doing it. Oh, this song is always so lovely, by the way. Dun, dun. Such a like happy-go-lucky thing. Very happy-go-lucky, very like jolly atmosphere and all that, but it's all actually very stress-inducing and sweaty. Let's see if we can get this one. Because there were a couple other guys on their way to it. Can we get that golden one? The guy with the gloves is fighting everyone. Oh no, the game froze! Oh shit. You know why that happens? Because, okay, that could have been worse. I've had games disconnect when it freezes like that. So that could have been a lot worse. Ouch. I face planted on the border there. But it happens because my controller disconnects. Because the cable is so unstable. Sometimes switching the position just a little bit is enough to make it disconnect. And what happens is that it switches to keyboard and that makes the game lag for a moment and freeze just like that. But yeah, I wasn't gonna go for that golden one anymore. It's not worth it. For the most part, the golden hoops are not worth it. Too many people are fighting over them. And it takes too long to get them. Yes! There we go. Yeah, like if I had stayed to fight over this golden one here, I would still be trying to get there. And only one more person needs to qualify. There you go. Like, it's not worth going for the golden hoops for the most part in this one. Maybe if you are with a squad, you can help each other, but otherwise, no. Sometimes I try to go for it for a little bit if it looks a little bit achievable, but the moment it doesn't, I just get away from there. There's also a really fun-looking sumo outfit. Cute sumo guy, you might say. Woo, 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 woo. Oh no, not this one! Ah, it's one of the worst final rounds. Well, we made it to the final round, I'm glad, but oh, this one is awful. I pretty much always fall to the side because you very easily just don't get to keep up with the rotating ring. It's so hard because you kind of want it to stay on your tile instead of spending all the other tiles. So keeping up with the ring is difficult. Like, for example, the way I'm jumping right now, it's okay right now, but it's later gonna be a bad idea. Like, yeah. Just running around like that is gonna be a problem in the future. In the very near future. We're not talking about the future of future Trunks. We're talking about the next 5 seconds or so. The next 10 seconds, the next 20. The next 2 seconds. You get the point. And when the others are there also messing up your path, that's where it also gets tricky. This is the furthest I've ever made it to this game. Because I'm using a slightly different strategy of not focusing on the hexes and focusing more on the rotation of the ring. But it's extremely difficult, extremely tricky. It's meant to be very difficult anyway, it's a final round, so I'm like, oh no, not this one, but it's meant to be difficult and I appreciate that. It's just that, I will say though, even for a final round, it's exceptionally difficult. If I were to, yeah, like out of all the final rounds, that's the most difficult one. I was the 3rd place in that game, I think. There were 2 players left after me, if I'm not mistaken. Did the game glitch? It shouldn't still say eliminated there like that, right? But take a look at the progression. You barely earn any experience unless you win games. They need to fix that. It's so unbelievably slow. It's way too slow. Honestly, it's a thing that drives me away from playing the game a lot. Knowing that I'm not gonna feel very rewarded for playing it unless I'm winning, which is a very unlikely thing. It's extremely difficult to win in this game, like at least 50% of that depends on luck. So it's gotta feel very rewarding for the players when they're not winning, like any Battle Royale game. But if you're barely getting any points after a match like that, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. So I hope they fix that. Otherwise, yeah, the population keeps dwindling and dwindling. And it would surprise me to see it decrease again. I was happy to see the Epic takeover. I was happy to see some changes also to the season passes and all that. Now it's not just 50, it's 100. It's still a little bit slow, but it's definitely faster than before. Because it was slower still before, you know, because it was 50 instead of 100 levels. But my gosh. It's a step forward, but there's still more. There's still a longer road to take here. They still got many things, they still got much room for improvement. But let's not go against the direction of that circle again. Never a good idea, I'd say. So we're back in squad mode. Bam, bam, bam. Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite songs. Maybe my favorite song of all time in this game, actually. With those circles, the trick is to just follow the direction. Just try to make them lead you. Try to get them to lead you. And we got the big yeetus there. I'm glad I got that right. Was kind of close. This is difficult. We're in a very uncomfortable 6th, 7th, 9th place. We may not make it. I was the first to qualify. 8th place. Still in 8th place. El Chapulín Colorado. There's a skin of El Chapulín Colorado. Another tall guy. I don't know if we're gonna make it. It's gonna be close, I think. How many players? Oh, okay. Okay, there's some players that are AFK. Look at that! The Austin Creed avatar with a crown. That looks so nice. The little muscles on the skin. Oh my gosh. And Sonic the Hedgehog in front. AFK, or they crashed, or who knows what happened, right? I always assume that if somebody disconnects from a game suddenly, it's something that they didn't do intentionally. I'm always gonna give the benefit of doubt for a situation like that. I mean, last stream, the Realm Royale stream, I had a blue screen of death, unfortunately. Alright, this map. Most of the time I'm good at this. I'm like, I am good at this map. It's just that, you know, it's Fall Guys, so some random shenanigans happen here and there. Especially when there's a huge traffic of jelly beans, of people. It gets messy. But for the most part, I'm really good at this one. And I became really good at this one when I started playing with a controller, with the DS4. This is a variation on the regular one. Some parts are actually easier than the original, like those parts there, where there's platforms on top of other platforms, stuff like that. Yeah, when there's other people and they kind of mess up your jumps because they get in your way. Most of the time that is unintentional. I was talking about intentional, unintentional before. Kinda like that. If you can find a path devoid of other players, it will help you. Which is kinda what I did there. We're quite ahead. We're like in the top 10 players of the round or so. Let's wait it out here. Let's not get too desperate though. It's gonna be a reckless move. Gonna do a little salute because why not? Let's go. I tell you, I'm good at the map. It's a very straightforward thing for me for the most part. The difficult part is when there's a lot of other players. And if I play this with mouse and keyboard, I suck at it though. It's a completely different thing than what you saw right there. You can see my teammate here is using a very different strategy. They're waiting it out more. They're being more careful about it. I don't wait. You can walk along the borders of those big fans actually. It looks risky, but I found that it's so easy with a controller. So easy. Those borders are like less intimidating than you think. They actually are quite big, quite wide. Very forgiving in that sense. Ah, but our teammate with my favorite colors is not faring that well. Beautiful color scheme though, purple and black, and a little bit of white, silver perhaps, platinum perhaps. We still qualify though. Does feel like we're not gonna make it to the final round or win the game. You never know though. As long as everybody tries their best and has fun, that's the most important thing. Hey, I keep saying out loud, hey, you know, this game really needs to improve this. It's driving me away from the game and all that. But I'm still having a fun experience. If it were 100% a bad time, I wouldn't be streaming it. It's really difficult for a game, for me to just dislike a game outright. Well, actually, maybe not that difficult. Like, if it's a very unrewarding experience, yeah, I might step away from it. Yeah, actually, yeah, I've said that before, right? That it's not difficult. That is very difficult for me to dislike a game, but I didn't realize what I was saying there. No, like, I forget that I just hate high difficulty games like Dark Souls, Cuphead. I wanna be the Bashi, the guy. Speaking of guys, more guys. Ah! More hoops! Whoa, who got that hoop? I think it wasn't me. Was it me? I'm not sure. Yeah, those ones are not worth it. You have like half a dozen people trying to go for that golden one, you see? That's why it's not worth it. All that time you're spending trying to get it, you could be getting 3 other hoops instead, somewhere else, in much easier to access areas. Like these ones, maybe. Whoa, that was a difficult one, but we got it. Or you get something like that, right? That's a quick hoop. The easiest ones are the ones you just get here like this, without having to climb anything. Nothing like that. Those are the ones that try to get the most, like this one, you see? You see? Haha. Big brain moves in full, guys. Let's see if we can get on the top here. There might be something good. Whoa, why didn't it grab on? Ah, they got in my way. I couldn't grab on that time. Gets tricky sometimes. Whoa, look at that golden one though. That one is achievable. Somebody got it, somebody got it. Never mind. Sometimes lingering around an area can be good. Oh, they got it. They got it. Sometimes it can be really bad though. I'm just taking a gamble here. We're kind of halfway through, but... Did I get it? I think I got it. Nice. Nicey this. Yush. That was a nice golden hoop. We got a lot of golden hoops in the center there. Ooh. Did I get it? Yes! Oh, but if you get golden hoops near to you like that... Oh, shoot. The game froze. The game froze. No. I get too excited and I moved the cable in a way I didn't intend to. 2 golden hoops like that. Let's fucking go. Oh, that was gorgeous. That was gorgeous. Dun dun dun. That was such a good game. That's one of the best hoop legends I've ever had. But let's see what happens now. Ah, the jump showdown final round already. Well, anything might happen here. Anything. We could be the winners, we could lose in a matter of seconds. Especially because they have the fan on this one. Oh my god, that fan is like... cruelty. Materialized. If already it was difficult by itself, it's even more difficult like this. Like, you want to be avoiding that wind, so I will be advancing as much as I can. I will not be staying over... oh shit. I can't avoid it anymore. No. I'm gonna have to avoid getting blown by the wind on that fan. I could have followed the trajectory, but not anymore because one of the platforms is gone. No, wait, let me jump. Ah! How did you do it? I don't get it. How did you avoid getting blown by that fan? It's always so difficult for me. I've only ever been lucky with that fan. I've never been able to avoid it. Like, actually avoid it. Wow, that's a great player plate they have. You're not fully seeing it, but that's a great player plate that this person has. They're the last person. Oh, nice emote. I think that's from the new day from WWE. Austin Creed, Kofi Kingston. Was it only Austin Creed that got a skin, or was it also Kofi Kingston? I know Big E didn't get anything, but I think it was... Oh, Kofi Kingston had a skin, but no. I think I may be thinking of a video. May have been the reveal that Fall Guys is coming to Epic and it's free for all. Or an up, down, down video from Austin Creed's channel. Wow. Yes, we won it! YT, Eevee Master YT! Look at that! They carried the game! YT, Ivy Master YT. The name is not fully being shown on my screen because of my logo, but... Let's go, you absolute MVP! They survived until the end and we made it! That is a fantastic win right there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Well, I'll take that W. VICTORY. 3, 2, 1, settle, never give up. Oh yeah. Hopefully I get some good experience on the battle pass. See, this is why. Did you see that? I barely got any points there. You only get a lot of points from like the first win of the day and the first game of the day. We won that game and I barely got anything. Or maybe because I wasn't the one to directly win it. I should have still gotten way more than that for having that win. This is something they need to fix because the progression is way too slow, man. You know, like, people give birth in less time than this. You can give birth to a baby and you still have not made it to rank 100. At least that's what it feels like. The pandemic finishes and ends before you... I just want to make all sorts of hyperbolic, silly jokes like that. Dun, 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 dun. But alright, let's have another one. Gate crash. Life has many doors, said boy. Hee. Sorry if I got silent there for a moment. I was drinking my tea and getting it ready. Just soaking in the wind I got there. Gate crash. Yo, shikuzo. Squad mode again. A nice purple and black skeleton guy there. Wow, you see how they can mess up your jumps sometimes? It does feel like I have a higher hitbox as a tall guy. I don't know, maybe it's just me. This part is trickier than it looks. Be careful with it. Those big donut pillars, or whatever they're called. They can be quite unforgiving under certain circumstances. We got a nice first place. Can we keep it? Are we keeping that first place? I think we are. Nice. Whoa, that's a lot of red guys there. A lot of red beans. Ah, this is a good player. This is a good player. That's a good player right there. They use some good strats when the door was closing in on them. Yeah, they played a few games for sure. Despite their simplistic look. You can't judge people based on their skin all the time. Especially in this game. Sometimes it's fun just to be a generic pink jelly bean, you know? It's fun. Well, we have a lot of tall guys as well. Well, not that many anymore, but there's a lot of people with tall guy skins. There's 2 others with the exact same I have on the upper body. The one that's like black on the top and the rest is red, like that. Or pink. It's more of a pink than a red, actually. I don't know why the first thing that came to mind was Darth Vader's lightsaber in the first editions of A New Hope. And maybe The Empire Strikes Back, but by Return of the Jedi this was fixed. When his lightsaber would look pink in certain shots. Because of the technology they use, you know, they can change like that, which is kind of funny. I still want to see a proper pink lightsaber on screen someday. We need to get a lightsaber of every possible color. The dark saber was there in some recent live-action Star Wars series, so that's good. And I mean in live-action, like not just a video game or... as fun as that is, don't get me wrong. Not just a video game or a cartoon or a comic book. We need to see those lightsabers in live-action. If there's one thing I like about Rey and the Rise of Skywalker, is that yellow lightsaber. And yeah, I do hope we get episodes... Episodes 10, 11, and 12. If... Oh my gosh. You see what I mean? They can be so unforgiving and game-changing. But yeah. Episodes 10, 11, and 12. So we can see Rey in action with that lightsaber, if possible, you know? Of course, I do wish, I am on the camp of people that wished we could have had a very, very, very different sequel trilogy. But I'm really going on a tangent here. So I'm gonna leave it at that. It's been great though, I've been able to play and focus on the game for the most part, while still talking about all sorts of topics here. Woo! We're having another killer squad from the looks of it, another first place. We may get bumped back to second place, but I don't think it's gonna be any further than that. Looking great. Yes, let's get more crowns. Yeah, if I get another squad victory, I'm gonna get enough crown pieces, I think, to get a full crown. And of course, if I ever win solo, that's gonna be an automatic full crown right there. So there's that. A thing I forgot to check was the rewards for like the crown levels or rankings or whatever they are that have their own unique rewards. I think there's some people with that outfit. The person right above me with those like dandelions, I think they are, and flowers, that flowery outfit, is either from the season pass or from that crown pass or whatever it's called. Again, I forget names, you know, I'm terrible at names, everyone. And if you don't, welcome to the Tajigen Temple! I am the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, the host of this channel, a superstar sentient star cluster in VTuber idol form. For your entertainment. But, okay, this is the way more relaxed version of the other one. Well, actually, they do have the fruit shoots right there. So we're gonna get like fruit and vegetables maybe thrown over here. That could be a problem. That could be a problem. I'm just gonna keep running to... Hold on. Let me try this. And I will try to do it in this way. Running in the direction of that bar. Or actually, no, you know what? We can try to jump it still. It's relatively safe. Just gotta survive for 1 more minute. Harder than it sounds when we have all those fruits being thrown. What is that? What was that fruit, by the way? Is it a blackberry? A blueberry? I've never known what it actually is. It looks like a blueberry to me, but it... Oh no! They botched my jump. I couldn't jump properly because there were a lot of players on the way. We're gonna die now. We are... Yeah, 2 of us died and that decreased our score a lot. This is what can happen. You try to jump, but a lot of players get in your way and they botch your jump. Now, I will say, that may not be intentional from the players, but it's definitely intentional from the developers. That, you know, it's the wacky physics that you have as a little bean, soft, plushy thingy that you are as a Fall Guy, if that makes any sense. If this teammate survives until the end, we may get enough points to make it. Okay, we made it to 4th place. Dude, Adri2121, the MVP! This is the first time I see people survive until the end of this version, actually. We made it. We were about to get eliminated and they pulled it. Oh my gosh. That Gator player, MVP. Adri was their name. Adri2121. Another MVP saving the game right there. Beautiful stuff. Not the first time that happened. Okay, we are back to the Thin Ice final round like last time. Let's win it again like last time, alright? Let's win it again. Let's go. Alright. We are 3 squads this time though. 3 squads. Last time it was only 2. This one is gonna get more chaotic. Demo gambarimasu. How do you say chaos in Japanese? Chaos? But how do you say chaotic? Because I can say it's difficult, but I will try my best. Mutsukashi kedo gambarimasu. So I want to say it similarly, like using the kedo to transition into the gambarimasu. Itsu demo gambarimasu. Just concentrating on this. Sorry if I go a little bit silent here. We gotta go. Ooh! That guy that grabbed me pretty much had the same skin as me. We gotta find a path that's a little bit safer. This one looks safer in terms of like the hexes, but there's a lot of players. So it's not that safe in that sense. Oh my gosh, that was a very close jump. That was a very close jump. I had to risk it. There are 4 players left. So 1 squad has an advantage. I don't know which squad it is, but... Oh, we made it! We made it! I think we made it! You're right at the end there! Oh, really? I was pretty sure they got eliminated, like, after the other player. That's weird. That's so weird. I saw them fall after the other player, like it said 13 out of 14 players remaining, and then our teammate fell. Huh. I need a replay. I need a referee out here. Where can I gotta talk to the referee. What's going on? Nice, nice, nice. This is a nice nameplate. You know, the progression is really weird. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes you really just advance a lot. It's kind of a matter of doing like the challenges that give you more experience and everything. Similar to other Battle Royale games, really, like Fortnite. They will give you more experience and allow you to level up more. I do them for that reason and because they also unlock up many more things. That's why I was very glad that Epic took over, because already from the start, with the way they changed the Battle Pass itself, by having it be rank 100 and the progression looking like this, they are already starting to apply the lessons that work so well in Fortnite to Fall Guys. But yeah, this is it, Spring Daisies. But I need a referee out here. We need a replay of what happened there at the end. I was pretty sure we got eliminated last. My teammate was eliminated last by like 1 second after or half a second. I don't know. But yeah, the Spring Daisies. The one I wanted to check though. How do you check the... There we go. This is the one. Yeah, we need just a few more crown pieces there. Oh, the crocodile one is actually... Whoa. It looks so generic, so many players have it, but it's actually an elite one. I think I have one that is like that, but slightly different. Let me see the difference, actually. Wait a minute, what? I already have this. Let me see that again, what the hell? Don't I already have it? What is the difference here? I already have it. I don't know what's going on with it. Because I'm here and I still haven't unlocked those. This one, I'm sure I don't have that. I think I don't have this one. What the hell is going on with it? But okay, well, that would be a waste, I guess. But the ice cream one, oh, the ice cream one looks so good. I want to get that with the ice cold crown outfit. Ah, delicious ice cream. Makes me want to go for some ice cream today, but probably a bad idea. Too much sugar, too many calories for me today. Golden Witch, that's so cute. Oh, that looks so nice though. Qualified. And I'm guessing they're here for a limited time too, right? Or maybe they have no limit to when you can earn them. But then makes me ask the question, what happens when you get all of these? 54 levels so far. Marble Lows. It's similar to one that appears in other places, but it's different. Golden Dragon, Golden Knight. Golden nameplate like that. Very nice. Let's go for the next game. And again, I don't know what the hell happened at the end of that game there, but okay, I'll take it, I guess. Such a weird thing, man. I was pretty sure we made it. What the hell happened there? We need referees. You see, this is why we need referees in every video game. You need somebody like monitoring things. Ah, that was a glitch. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, like sitting on a chair in the audience, like the referee in tennis. They have their special chair on the court. Maybe not in the audience, but yeah. For Fall Guys in the audience, because I don't see them sitting anywhere else. Or really more like a Pokemon Trainer Red in Super Smash Bros. Like they always have this floating platform that's away from the action where they can watch everything in safety. I wish we could have had some sort of way, some sort of like Final Smash or moment or scenario or something where you actually get to hit Red or Leaf or both in Smash Brothers. Like, I get that they're not the ones fighting and all that with the way they have their Pokemon, but I still would like to hit them on the face someday. Just do a smash attack on them or something. Just for the fun of it. And that's it. That's all I'm asking for. You can't be in Smash Brothers and not expect to be smashed. Come on. You can't expect to be in Fall Guys and not expect to fall. Similar thing here, right? Okay, this is the variation that doesn't have the boxing gloves here. I was in first place there for a while. That was great. I wonder though, is my hitbox... Actually, no. I think that proved to me that my hitbox is actually not taller like my skin, like I thought. Alright, let's see if we can pull this one off. We made it. Very good, very good. And the game's saved there. Or rather, I got a checkpoint. That's what I meant to say. Alright, we're doing okay. Squad position is number 1 right now. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. A nice first place here. Come on, let's kill it. Oh, we were so close that last game. We just needed the referee to contest that. Hey, you know, it was recorded on the stream. Again, it said... Oh, what is this player doing? I think they may have an issue. As I said, I'm always assuming that something happened outside the game beyond their control. Otherwise, like, I would report this player. But it doesn't look like they're intentionally just stalling. They completely stopped out of nowhere. So something happened, probably. You can tell when somebody is intentionally throwing the game, though. Like, they linger close to the finish line. A lot of players do that. I always report them whenever I can, especially in squad mode. But even in solo mode, it's actually detrimental to the other players because they're just dragging the game out and the other players are just wasting their time when they're gonna lose anyway. So they need to be reported. Okay, this person came back. We at least still made it. Hopefully everything's okay with this person. Seriously, when you see those players that linger close to the finish line in a game, even if it's on solo mode, report them because they're being mean to the other players by doing that. Some of them may not realize it, but most of them are just doing it to like, haha, I'm gonna win anyway. I'm just gonna be here to have fun. Again, many of them don't quite see the harm in that, but think about it. Like, the moment they see that there's few players left to qualify, they just turn around and they go through the finish line. So what happened there? Well, the other players that were still trying to get through the map wasted their time because they weren't gonna make it anyway. If those players that lingered on the finish line had just gone through it, the game would have ended a long time ago, and those people would have been able to move on with their lives. It's a dick move. But alright, let's concentrate. Orange, watermelon, orange, watermelon. You're not realizing it, but I'm also registering in my mind the placements of them. I just say the name of the fruit out loud, but I'm also like associating each name with a placement. Just to clarify that. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Like in the one where you count the fruit, I do say the fruit number as well. Orange, cherries, orange, watermelon, cherries, orange, watermelon, cherries, banana, 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 orange, watermelon, cherries, banana. Whoa, this one was kind of far away. Kind of far away. I nearly didn't make it. The bars made it extra difficult. Banana, grapes. Fuck me. Banana, grapes, cherries. Banana, grapes, cherries. Orange, apple, banana, grapes, cherries, apple, banana, grapes, cherries, orange, apple, banana, grapes, cherries, orange, apple. Oh shit. Okay, the apple is right here, I think. Nobody was coming here, but yeah, there's also an apple here. They stayed in another one that had an apple on it, but yeah. Woo, that was close, that was close. Woo! 2 of our squad got eliminated, but 2 of us made it. We made it. Had I been eliminated and the other player remained, I'm not sure if we would have still qualified. We were kind of close, I think. I'm not sure. We were like 3rd or 4th place by the end of it. Not sure. But alright. Let's keep going here. It's the rise and fall, the price for it all, that ain't nice at all. Life is like a ball, you can't recall or carry it all. So better use your brain. Literally like a ball with a snowball right here. That's Rise and Fall by Halloween. I mentioned it before when playing Fall Guys. The song just fits. This one is tricky. I once won this game by just pulling a Luigi, you know? By just doing a Luigi does nothing. And I just stayed still for the entire game and I won. I got lucky enough that no snowballs ever came near me. Don't grab me. Don't you dare touch me. Don't touch me, I'm a VTuber. Don't touch me, you bastard, I'm a VTuber. I'm an influencer. I'm a content creator. Who do you think you're touching? I'm a superstar, you maniac. You bastard. Dun 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 da, da, da. Like keeping track of where the snowball is gonna come from. You don't quite... Oh shit. Yeah, you see, that's the big challenge. Oh, and one of our players left, so we're a squad of 3 now. We are at a huge disadvantage, sadly. Yeah, we didn't make it. We didn't make it, sadly, because I got eliminated there. But you can get unlucky. It's just part of it. That's what I was just talking about, you see. I was saying it's hard to expect where the snowball is gonna come from. So sometimes it can surprise you and kill you, like it did to me right there. But alright, I got barely any points. Sometimes you get a shit ton of points, sometimes you barely get anything. It's really weird. They do need to fix that. They do need to fix that. Maybe for different reasons than the ones I said before, because there are points in which you get a lot, but yeah, it's just really weird. Really, really effing weird. The tea on the thermos is actually still very hot right now, because it was still like boiling when I put it in there. So that's good, honestly. It will stay at a very good temperature for a while, and I don't have to drink it so quickly. It's good to wait a little bit before drinking it. Well, life has many doors, said boy. Here we are again. Just love referencing that meme every single time in DoorDash. Alright. This is definitely one of those that is luck-based the most. But we are back on squad mode. I think it's a little theory. Oh, we have a couple of Cuphead avatars. They don't seem to be in the same squad either, which is funny. Just a nice coincidence. Or they might be, actually. We have Supersonic on our squad, and they're, like, far away from us. So, yeah. But, yeah, this is, like, 90% luck, at least. 10% skill. Just hear the whoa, 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 that every Fall Guy does. That every little jelly bean does in this game. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All the noises. We have a simple blue guy on our squad. So we have a blue and a Supersonic. Not exactly the blue blur, our Fall Guy, but still. Okay, the big Jitus didn't work, sadly, because of the balloons or whatever you can call those. Did we make it? No, we didn't make it. Or okay. That is a very uncomfortable 10th place we have right there. Oh, what are you doing, my friend? No, 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 no. What are you doing? What were you doing? Did we make it? Okay. That player was, like, going the wrong way, maybe. They might have issues with the controls or something else is happening. So, yeah, we have a guy with sunglasses, pixel glasses, fancy skin, a simple blue guy, Supersonic, and then me, who has that tall guy skin. That's the superstar squad for this game, for this show. So many superstar squads. Mostly it's been squad mode. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I think I didn't say it. I think most players are actually playing in squad mode because the great thing is that the way squads work here, everybody just can do their own thing and try to win the game. And if you ever help another player, it's in a way in which you don't need to communicate with the other player, like through voice chat or anything. So it's just really easy to team up with any player, with just a random player you never speak a word to, unlike other games. If you do this in Fortnite, if you do this in Apex, Valorant, not communicating with your teammates is gonna put you at a disadvantage against the teams that are communicating with each other. They're gonna kill all the lobbies. At least it's, I feel like it's more forgiving in a game that is always gonna be team-based though, because otherwise, like, players will play solo, but when you force everybody to play with other people, like in Apex Legends or in a versus game like Valorant, Paladins, Overwatch, there still will be a lot of people that want to play, but they can't find people to play with and communicate. So they will still play with random players. They will be some of those random players, so at least in that sense, you will find a lot of lobbies that have people that don't communicate with each other, but the fact remains, I could be proven wrong, but my experience tells me otherwise. The fact remains that those teams that are in voice chat with each other and organized are gonna destroy the competition. I mean, it's kind of like having a competitive player, not quite like that necessarily. Just because they're in a team and communicating doesn't mean that they want to be at a pro level, but it's kind of like when you have a pro player playing against casual players, you know, in a regular lobby. You have somebody who's usually in the ranked lobbies just playing in a casual lobby, they're gonna kill everyone. Most likely. Yes, our squad mate here seems to have some issues here, maybe new at the game or maybe some controller issues or both. But we will do our best regardless. Yeah, their direction is kind of going weird sometimes. It's kind of wonky. Hopefully it's not lag or controller issues or anything like that. Like sometimes they kind of seem to be heading in the wrong direction. It's kind of weird, but okay. I think we made it. Don't quote me on that. Somebody was stuck there at the beginning. Red and blue guy. We have a simple light blue guy here. Aqua guy, teal guy, sky blue, whatever you want to call it. Cyan, Cyan. How do you pronounce it? Cyan or Cyan? I think both pronunciations are valid, but which one do you use, Maniacs? Alright. I do feel like we have a weak link in the squad, though. And I don't say that like complaining or anything. I'm just stating facts. But, like, it's not a problem at all. Like, we are all just playing and having fun. That's the important thing. As I hope we are having fun. But yeah, for example, if you go to a game like Fortnite where you have the option to play solo and you go with a squad of random people, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Yeah, because in Apex, I even won a game with 2 random players. They were not in voice chat together from what I could gather. Oh no, actually, yeah, you can hear the voice chat. I think I disabled that last time I was there. And yeah, if we have the next week, which I think is very likely, I'm gonna have to disable it. It may be detrimental to my teammates, but I just can have that noise on the stream. See, this is where we can really help each other. And what I'm gonna try to do is stop the other players from getting my teammate, rather than grab it from my teammate there. That's where we can really help each other, you see? Yeah, of the 4 of us, the four yellow ones, only one of us has it. We're in the second place. Red is winning by a landslide right now. Huge landslide. I got it there a couple times though. That wasn't bad. Didn't mean to grab my supersonic teammate. Sorry. That's kind of funny. They got supersonic and we went into the yellow squad. If they had been... Oh no, the blue players are gonna catch up to us at this rate. It's difficult sometimes. It's difficult sometimes to grab the right player. Or to grab the penguin. Nice jazz music though. Nice jazzy music. Hey, how did they retain that? We were grabbing the hell out of them and they still got to retain it. How do you do that? That's not fair. They're hacking the game. They are hackers. No, seriously. Sometimes players pull some moves that make you wonder, how do they do it? Look at me. When they all grab me, I can't hold on to it. But some players, they can be grabbed by 4 different people and they still hold on to it. How do they do that shit? They gotta be hacking the game or something. Oh my god. We are in 3rd place now. Dude, what the hell? We got hackers in the game! We lost because of hackers. That's what it feels like. You see, I need another referee in this game. I need another referee. But that was cool though, that we had Supersonic and we were on the yellow squad there. Because if we had gone to the blue or the red squad, we would have gotten... Supersonic would have turned blue or red, which isn't fitting. So he still had the color scheme that was fitting to him, right? In that way. But that was so weird. Like, we were grabbing to this red player. Sometimes it is lag. Sometimes it is lag or something like that. Sometimes lag can actually work in your favor. It does happen. I've had it happen in a, you know, first hand and also second hand, third hand. All hands on deck. All sorts of possible hands, but all right. Now, I actually need to go AFK very quickly too. More quickly than last time, I would say. So once again, I'm gonna leave... This time I'm gonna leave the game screen for the BRB screen. And as always, everyone, stay connected to the Tajigen Temple. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you for waiting, everyone. Hope that was not too long. You know, at least I get to say that the games I've had so far have all been longer than than the last break I took here. The last AFK break, because sometimes games can be so short. Well, Fall Guys not so much though, because at least you have like a round. Unless you start with a round in which you can get eliminated immediately, which has happened. But for the most part, it's rounds that have a certain time and you will meet that time. It's not like playing Fortnite or Apex or Rumbleverse where you can like, within the first seconds of landing, if you're very unlucky and it's a hot drop or something like that, you can get eliminated quite quickly. It happens. There's always gotta be a number 99, a number 100, number 98 or something like that. Now, it's a good time to change the outfit. And let me remove everything again. Oh, actually, no, I think I know what I want for the upper body. So I think I'll use a different pattern. I want to use those cartoon gloves. They look like a lot of fun. Cartoon gloves. You know, it reminds me of like those cartoon skins that they had in... Maybe this is meant to be used with the Cuphead skins. But yeah, those like cartoon-like outfits, skins, and like cosmetics that they had for Fortnite. That is like a cartoon cat or something. It may be based on something, on an existing franchise. But I'm not sure. Or it may be original. I'm not sure. If anybody knows, do let me know. But it's one that has like this choo-choo train traversal cooperative emote where other people can like ride the train, and it can be a train of like, I don't know if there's a limit. There can be like 10 people on that train just going across a map. I've seen it a lot in the Party Royale map happen. And yesterday, in the game where we had like 6 Gokus in the imposter game, there was a little choo-choo train of like 4 Gokus. I posted the screenshot on Twitter. One of those 4 screenshots in that tweet. Now, what should be the lower body though? I mean, I could leave it with just nothing. Let's do it like this for now because I want to have a different pattern now. What could be a fitting pattern? What could be a fitting color for it? This looks kind of nice though. Wow, this looks so good. Yeah, I had this with the Master Chief upper part. I think I had the Master Chief helmet. Yeah. It looks almost okay. Oh, well, yeah, I didn't choose the pattern, but it did look kind of nice. The Master Chief cat helmet, because that's the soup kitchen filthy free version of it. This one is nice because it's stars and hearts, you know, I'm all about that. But I think I want to go for something different. Bunch of popcorn, interesting. There's the number 1 outfit, pantaloons, shape up. I think I've used this one before. Sweet fade. Ah, look at that. Stockings, square camo, skelly. Ah, the skelly one. So I do have that. I think it's one of those that is given to everyone at some point, maybe. This one is great. Is it me or is the screen glitching a little bit when showing that? I don't know if it's my eyes playing tricks, but... yeah, I think the screen is kind of glitching. Can you see it on your end, maniacs? Hold on, let me see it from OBS instead. Huh. I think it was on my monitor side. Something wasn't being processed correctly. Yeah, it's showing on my monitor. On my central monitor where I'm playing the game. But not on the other monitor where OBS is running. From like the game display on OBS. Interesting. Hopefully everything's okay with my monitor and I didn't just break something by doing that. Okay. You know, down the middle may actually be a good one for this, but... no, let me see other options. There's some nice options here that could be good. Court Jester. Or I might just go to the shop again and purchase one that may be good. Fireworks looks kind of nice with it. Laurel, ice cream, one of my favorites. Melon slices, very nice. Medieval Madness, still an old favorite. The Medieval second season. Legacy second season, you could call it now. That's what they call it now, I guess, right? What should I use here? What should I use? I don't know what to use here. I'm gonna go for the fireworks, I guess, but I'm gonna keep this color scheme. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this color scheme because I wanted to use it. The celebration is no longer gonna be the Assassin's Creed celebration. I had it for a while now. The salute, the bow, I still like doing that. Actually, I want to change it to be below. Because, you know, you're like bowing down, so that's gonna help me remember it. And then the others can just be these two. 3-pointer. Oh, that looks really good with those globes. I think. Funky chicken. I've heard some people doing that one. Oh, and also interface, actually. Maybe a good time to change these. This one is kind of nice. Let's see. This one is great. This one is good too. Oh yeah, I still have the Halo one. I used this one for a while. It was nice. Actually, I'm gonna put it as a favorite. What do you get if you put something on their favorites exactly? Let's do the wheel. The wheel, it looks kind of nice. Stadium Superstar was definitely a favorite. Yes, I think I'm gonna go for another one. Unidentified falling object is good. I still love that one. I forgot about it. Timers. Each timer counts down to when the station items will leave the store. Okay, yeah, just wanted to see what that meant. Well, of the things we can buy, just a different color here. Not much to that color. Doesn't seem to be worth it. I think there was a pattern. Oh, but it's not for kudos. It's for... It was kind of nice, but I'm not going to spend 200 show bucks on that. Are you kidding me? Yeah, and the cartoon gloves I got through kudos here in the store. Nah. The store is really lacking for the most part. This could be really nice. This looks really nice, but not gonna spend kudos on that. Absolutely. I mean, show box on that. Absolutely not. Absolutely out of the question. So, with this look, let's queue up for solo and squad mode once again. Both. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you for being here, maniacs. If you're watching live or if you're watching in the VOD by any chance, I appreciate anybody who gives me their time in any way. You know, for once I think it's a chill sort of Fall Guys stream. I usually just go crazier when I play this game, but maybe I'm more used to things now. Or maybe it's because I've mostly been playing in squads. I'm not like as screamy as usual in this. Oh man, Seesaw, okay. Kinda depends on luck. This one kinda depends on luck. I'm decent at this one. Sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes not so much. And there's variations. We may get the default version of it, as I call it, because yeah, this seems to be like the most simple version of it. Because it's the first round, it's the first game of this show. I call them rounds sometimes, but I think the correct term is game. But sometimes I use the word game to mean like the show. Like the show is where you have all the different games, you know? Where it starts with one game and then a final game, final round. Or actually they do call it a round. Not sure if I paid enough attention to that, but whatever. As long as you understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, this skin looks really nice. It's very, very distinctive. And I like that. It's very distinctive looking. The colors, I think, are what makes it be very distinct looking. I mean, the fireworks work into that distinctiveness too. But, oh my gosh. That seesaw tilted too hard to one side. Something that can happen here. That's the trick to it. That's the trick to it. That's the whole point. That's gotta be tricky in that way. This is why I partly said it's kinda dependent on luck. Not as luck dependent as some other games though. You want to try to balance it as much as possible. That one is gonna... Yeah, we have to wait this one out. It was tilting way too far to the other side. We got like very heavy tilts in this one. Not usually this heavy with the seesaw tilts. People are getting tilted, literally. You know, don't get tilted at Tilted Towers. Oh yeah, they had a new location with the latest update of Fortnite. It was great. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention. One thing I've been doing, not all the time, but I try to do it as much as possible. I've been actually starting to train my aim, because it turns out my aim sucks. And I think it has improved now from training it a little bit. From what I gathered from the video I watched about aim training like that, ideally you're supposed to do it before you go into some game sessions. You go into this created map by some players. There's like different ones, different kinds of trainings. There's one that has like multiple different ones. You know, there's all sorts of options. You enter and you warm up for a certain amount of time. And the one I've been entering actually rewards you. Every 4 minutes you spend in the map, you could actually not be doing anything, but the ideal is that you are training while you're doing that, which is what I have been doing. Every 4 minutes in that map, yeah, because otherwise I guess you could just get passive experience if you go there. I mean, it's not a lot of experience, so maybe not that much, but yeah. Every 4 minutes in that map gives you battle pass experience. So what I do is that I usually train for like 4 or 5 minutes. When I get the notification that I got the experience from those 4 minutes or so, I just leave. Because I'm not gonna spend way too much time training the aim either. It gets to be really dull. But it is good training, and I think I have seen the benefits of it. So yeah, we could do that when we stream Fortnite again. Might be fun. You know what I still haven't done again in Fortnite? I have not gone back to Save the World, which I got a while ago from the July Fortnite crew. And I'm glad I did. I'm so glad they gave it away. I was only subscribed for literally the first few days of July, because I only subscribed for 1 month. And I got 2 season passes, and I also got not only did I get 2 season passes, I got 2 crew packs. So I'm very happy about that, about the way that turned out, really. Super, super happy. And I have a very high opinion of Epic Games because of that, because they still gave all those things away like that. Like, you know, I fell within the calendar days in which they gave those things away for the crew members, so I got them. That's very, very transparent, maybe, but maybe not transparent, not the right word. Very committed about them, very honest of them. And, yeah. You know, I'm so glad, partly because of Zero Build this happened, but I'm so glad we are starting to, if not getting out completely, starting to get out, if not getting out completely, of that Fortnite is cringe phase. I never thought Fortnite was cringe, but I did think it was a very stressful game that wasn't like worth putting a lot of time into because of the build aspect. Like, the build aspect just kind of changes the game, so to speak. Like, I'd rather play on the map that the game gives me than build another map on top of it and play on that map. That's what I don't like about building in Fortnite. That's what it ends up being in the top meta of that. I've seen it. I've seen those competitive tournaments they have, FNCS. I've seen the live streams, and I see how players do that. Literally, they're literally building another map on top of it, and that's the map that they play on. Like, forget about, like, Tilted Towers and Lazy Lagoon and the Daily Bugle, Kame House. You're just gonna be ignoring that because you're gonna be building a lot on top of it. Or at least that's what it feels like to me. It's not always like that, though. There's a lot of casual players still in build mode, and that makes me very happy. Although it's been a while since I played build mode. It's been weeks, maybe over a month now. But, you know, I was even able to win some build mode matches, like 1 or 2 games, I think. So, yeah, there's still a lot of casual players there. I mean, I'm not playing in the competitive game modes. They do have a separate category for, like, competitive games. I haven't done a single game in that category, whether zero build or build, neither. One day I will, one day I got to. But yeah, you know, I still don't quite have intentions to get competitive, but I do want to improve at the game. Maybe improve at building. I mean, I haven't seen any videos about building tips on like, oh shit, my controller. Ah, damn it. My controller is disconnected. So the game froze. When the game freezes like that, it's because my controller disconnects for a moment. Did I lose the controller? Oh, god damn it. God fucking damn it. That sucks because it's bad for my team too. And that sucks also because the game doesn't reward you. Like, you don't get any rewards. I wish they changed that. Like, they need to understand that you got disconnected. They should really give you rewards. So that's another point against this game. Yeah, this is the sort of shit that gets to me. Like, I can get, like, pushed by a player. That's gonna make me angry for a moment, and that's not gonna be so bad. But when this shit happens, man, it feels awful. It feels awful on me. I want to strangle the developers right now for not giving me rewards because I got disconnected. I didn't leave the game. That sucks for my teammates also because they're left with a squad of 3. And yeah, we had an earlier game where I think there was a player that had issues. They disconnected too. I'm assuming they disconnected unintentionally, I mean. Got a similar issue. I need to sort out this issue with the controller. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna have a cable that will be stable. If I can, then I'll get a cable like that. If not, I'm gonna give a try to that thing from what was it called? The Magic NS by what was the brand? Mayflash. Oh yeah, also the fight stick I have, the arcade stick I have is also by Mayflash. Okay, well, it's kind of like back to square one because we're starting literally with the same game we started last time. Okay, forget that previous game happened. It's like we rewinded. We just like time traveled here. We hit the rewind button. Yeah, those last games didn't happen at all. And I mean, as far as the game is concerned, they didn't happen because I didn't get any rewards. So yeah. Like, I understand, like, if a player intentionally disconnects, they don't deserve any rewards for that. But I mean, the game did recognize that I was disconnected from the server. It said disconnected from the server, connection issue, pretty much. Like, I should have still gotten rewards because that shit was not my fault. And for my troubles, I just lost my time. I just lost my valuable time of my life, and I got nothing for it. I guess I had fun playing the game, but not enough that I can be okay without getting any rewards for something that wasn't my fault. So that needs to be fixed. So yes. Who are the people that make Fall Guys? Was it Mediatonic, or am I getting the name completely wrong? I'm not sure if I am. But yeah. We are in a very uncomfortable 11th place. I don't think we're gonna make it. Yeah, at least the seesaws didn't heavily tilt as much in this game, I guess. We are not gonna make it, but look at that cute sumo guy. That looks so cute. Reminds me of E Honda in Street Fighter. He's a sumo wrestler, like it's a very serious thing. It's a very rough sport. But at the same time, like a lot of the time sumo wrestlers are portrayed like very cute. Like, you know, a very cute round person or something. E Honda sometimes comes across that way. Yeah, other like sumo fighters in other fighting games also come across that way. His ending in Street Fighter 2, like the original ending, like, you know, before the remakes that gave better graphics and all that, like, he has other sumo wrestlers with him, surrounding him in that ending, and some of them look so adorable. So it's funny how that works. I mean, I'm a pro wrestler fan, and there's a lot of cute pro wrestlers, but even in that cuteness, it gets really rough on them sometimes. Unlike what I'm talking about here. So it's funny how that works. E Honda looking cute is funny too because he has a kabuki kind of makeup, and kabuki, well, I don't think it's meant to be cute. It's meant to be kind of like frightening. At least the sort of makeup, the kabuki masks. I think kawaii, cute, adorable are definitely not words that are supposed to come to mind. Maybe they're not meant to be scary or frightening, but at least they're definitely not meant to be cute. I don't know. I will say I have quite the appreciation for kabuki theater and anything involving it, because basically from that, tokusatsu, Japanese superheroes as we know it, came to be. At least the fully armored ones whose faces you can't see, like Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, Ultraman, some metal heroes. It's about having this face that never moves, with a fixed expression on all the time. And the character is expressing themselves, is showing you their personality, their everything, not through the expression of their face, which is something that's usually very key to a character. Their emotional reaction to things as manifested through their faces. I mean, look at me, for example. If any of you saw the thumbnail for this stream, I look very surprised because this game does that to me. I don't have that face on right now, but this game has done that to me before. Oh, this one is very tricky. Oh, yeah. Super tricky, super tricky. I'd rather just take the side lily pads, honestly. They take longer, but... Oh my god! I was gonna say, it's a more safer route, but no. But yeah, anyway. Kabuki, Tokusatsu, they do the expression not from the emotion in the face, but from the range of movement. They're very flamboyant, very bombastic sometimes. Sometimes it's the entire opposite, and that works in its favor too. But most of the time, it tends to be very super expressive in the movement. The face never changes. I mean, unless they're changing form, which is... well, I guess it's been a thing for the past 2 decades or so, but there used to be a time in which that was a very rare thing. And I'm mostly used to that time, I guess, but... Even when they change the form, it's not like the face is going constant changes like a regular human face or humanoid face. Like, the lips are not moving, for the most part. The eyes are not moving, right? The nose is not breathing, or it doesn't look like it is. And it's all in the movement. And when I first came across Kamen Rider, it was Kamen Rider B3. And I was very young. And just the way B3 moved, and that fixed expression on his face, that was unlike anything I've ever seen before. And the movement, comboed with that fixed expression, struck me so hard. It stuck with me so much. And thus I fell in love with anything Kamen Rider related after that. And I guess by extension, most things Tokusatsu related, at least most things that are the same like that, you know? Ultimately, I do prefer Kamen Rider because I prefer the faces that they have. Those faces that tend to be more, in lack of a better word, more monstrous, more sad, more tragic maybe. For a long time, they had this pattern in which every single rider on their main form had some sort of tear on their face. Something that could pass as a tear on their face to showcase the tragedy that they underwent, that their transformation is. The monster, in a way, that they became. Though they're still fighting for... Oh my god. They're still fighting for justice in that way. I am gonna report that player for doing that shit. Hold on. Move, damn it! I'm not reporting them for using the button over and over necessarily. I'm reporting them for lingering there at the finish. They're intentionally being an asshole. That's griefing and bad sportsmanship. And the other players that are there too, for that matter, need to be reported. This is what I was talking about. Because they are only dragging the game for the other players unnecessarily. I'll report as many as I can. I can't report everyone, but as many as I can. You can report players for inactivity, but that doesn't seem fair because there's no way of knowing, for the most part, why they were inactive. Oh, wait, actually... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. I feel like an idiot now. I shouldn't have reported them. Because it's a time limit thing. So they weren't dragging the game for the players. Well, maybe for the button thing, but... Oh, no, I feel like an idiot now. Ugh, I don't know if they have any way of blacklisting players that do a lot of reports. Damn, I feel like I feel like a jerk. Like a get me your manager kind of asshole. I got it wrong. I got too caught up in the chaos going on. I didn't notice it's one of those timer ones. I forget slime climb is like that. Okay, well, hopefully they have a good team resolving those things. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry about that, everyone. Like the Ezio player pushing the button over and over. No, doesn't necessarily qualify as griefing either. Bad sportsmanship. Because it's a feature that's part of the game. Like, it's something you can do. They put it there so that players would push it to prevent other players from being there. And eliminate the competition. I mean, technically, theoretically, what could happen is that... Hold on. These jumps can get really tricky. Oh my god in heaven, have mercy. Yeah, it can get really tricky like that. It just messes you up. It's just bad luck. But yeah, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. It was something about bad sportsmanship. Oh yeah, theoretically, what could happen in the slime climb is that, let's say you still have 30 players in the game, and they all are in the slime climb. You could have 29 players eliminated, and only one qualifies, and that person immediately wins a crown. So the more players you eliminate, the less players you will have in the next one. So it's perfectly acceptable to just push the button. I wasn't reporting them for that. I was reporting them more for like stalling the game, but they weren't stalling the game because there was a timer. I don't know if that elimination I had there in that other one was karma, I'll take it happily, because I feel so bad about that now. Well, hopefully they understand that and they don't take any action against the players. Like, if you have a first offense as a griefer, as doing bad sportsmanship, what happens to you if you do that? Like, what do they do against you, right? Lasagne played, I hope I said that right. You're a superstar. Thank you for that follow, you absolute maniac. Hope your Tuesday's going well. Myself, I'm just trying not to get salty nor tilted here. You know, I'm getting tilted literally, like in this one that's about to happen. We don't need to get tilted in the other sense of the word. Oh, man. But no. We're having a good time as always, despite the bad things that may happen. Hey, Elurin, glad you can make it. What about you, Elurin? How's your Tuesday? Can't wait for Saturday. I'm awaiting it. I never caught if there was a time. I didn't see a time anywhere on your announcements for when the debut is gonna be. But I just said, you know, I'm not gonna stream on Saturday for that reason, because I don't have a specific time. Destiny 2 announcement. Oh yeah, I did see it, but I wasn't sure if I understood that they're bringing back the content. They said they're not gonna vault anything anymore. But does that mean they're also gonna bring back the content that they did remove? Look at that Spider-Man we have in front of us. It's not really a Spider-Man skin, but like, it's webs and it's red and blue, so it looks a lot like Spider-Man. Right in front of me, right in front of me. Hopefully you can see that. That's a great look on that player, and they spent Showbox for that, I think. Because I think that's a Showbox skin that you get on the shop. Oh, they're bringing back everything. Oh, then it is indeed a big announcement. Okay, because I don't remember if I read the article or not, but I wasn't sure if they were actually bringing everything back, or they just said that the things from now on are the things that are not gonna be vaulted or whatever. Oh man, this might mean that I may actually go back to Destiny 2 after all this time. Although I think it's just gonna be a look into the game and how it is again, rather than playing it frequently as I used to. Because I won't have the time. It's an MMORPG in its own way too, you know? That is so good though. That is so good. And also because I think it's gonna have performance issues. Like, if Apex Legends makes my avatar lag, then Destiny 2 is definitely gonna do the same. What about you, Elurin? Do you think you can find the time to play Destiny 2 again because of this? You're in the same boat as me. Like, as fun as it might be to play it again, the games we have right now, especially the one Final Fantasy XIV, is enough time already. There's just too many of them, like Poe Dameron said. There's just too many. Like, yeah, I can't literally play every single game on the planet. I'm not looking to do that either, but my gosh, like... Even with that, I am interested in so many. And this is just video games, like, I am interested in so many things, you know? It has a light side too. There's a silver lining to this cloud, so to speak. Even if you can't keep up with everything happening and everything you're a fan of, at least it's always gonna be eventful. It's always gonna be an exciting time. I tweeted about this the other day. Like, it's been major this year for pretty much everything I'm a fan of. Like, some big announcement, some big event, some big season, movie, or special, or release has happened for everything. Pretty much everything that I'm a fan of. Like, let's talk about it a little bit more after this game, because I gotta concentrate on this one. You see my plan of Saturday? Okay. Okay, banana, watermelon, banana, watermelon. Oh, and this one doesn't have the bar, so it's a lot easier. Bananas and watermelons. It's banana, so we stay right here. I'm gonna take a bow. Not officially decided yet, but leaning towards starting 8 AM Eastern. Oh, wow, that's gonna be very early. I might not be there for the start, Elurin. Okay, cherry, banana, watermelon. Banana, cherry, watermelon, 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 banana, cherry, watermelon. Banana, cherry, watermelon, banana. Right here. Woo, 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 woo. Too bad you can only have 4 taunts. Which makes sense. Which makes sense in the way they have the controls. Don't you dare push me. Apple, cherries, orange. Apple, cherry, orange, grape, watermelon, banana. Oh my god, this is so difficult. Apple, cherry, watermelon, grape. Apple, cherry, watermelon, grape. Apple. Okay, okay. Gotta be careful here, gotta be careful here. And I think this is the last one. You son of a gun, they nearly pushed me. Oh my god. Oh, that was so close. You gotta focus on this game. Okay, ooh, did you see the person next to me? To my left. I think they have the Sonic ring pattern. They just have it on red and black, so it's not immediately noticeable, but I think those are meant to be rings from Sonic the Hedgehog. At least it looked that way to me. That was so good looking. But well, if you're gonna be on all day, Lurin, I can definitely catch it. I want to see what it's gonna be like so badly. So yeah, I hope it's as exciting as it sounds. But yeah, speaking of excitement, like being a fan of so many things. Let me see. Off the top of my head, I'm just gonna like name them randomly. Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Ultraman, Fortnite, Doctor Who, Star Wars, Star Trek, VTubing. Let's see. What else? Dungeons and Dragons, Vampire the Masquerade, tabletop gaming in general, maybe. You know, all of those things I mentioned, they've had like major like announcements / releases this year. It's been incredible. What else? Dragon Ball. How could I forget Dragon Ball? Overlord. Okay, maybe the only one that hasn't had anything is Log Horizon. But I said pretty much anything, not literally everything. I pretty much everything, not literally everything. Of course, Final Fantasy XIV, The Lord of the Rings. How could I forget that one? There's a lot. There's a lot. I can't name everything immediately. Professional wrestling, of course. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That was trickier than it looked. And yeah, if anybody starts going towards the button there, I'm not going to report them anymore. I feel so bad about doing that. Yeah. don't report those players pushing the button because that's a perfectly acceptable thing. And usually I would report the players that stay close to the finish line because they're just stalling the game unnecessarily. But this is a timer-based game, so it's gonna be the same time regardless. But yeah, Final Fantasy XIV alluring, sorry. Or really Final Fantasy in general. Final Fantasy VII, was it this year that they announced the next, like, expansions for Final Fantasy VII Remake? I think it was this year. Yeah, Nintendo, I guess you could say. What else? There's other video games. What else am I a fan of that has had something major this year? Either announced or released. Like, I don't know what else right now. I don't know, books. I love reading books, so I guess, you know, there's something major this year. I don't know what, but there's something. It's like a very super general thing. Like, if you're a fan of movies, you're guaranteed to have a major release every year, right? Something a bit more niche than that. Oh yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. How could I forget? I literally just mentioned it because of Fall Guys. Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm trying to remember video games and like series. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! With Master Duel and Go Rush, the new series, which I need to catch up with. It's a massive catch up I need to do at this point. I may or may not do it anymore. We did have the passing of Kazuki Takahashi, but I was mostly speaking of good news, not bad news. For me, FF14, Genshin, yeah, there you go. Honkai, Destiny 2, Halo, and Danmachi. Yeah, you see, I'm not a fan of those things, but I am also aware Stranger Things had something major this year. I'm not a fan of it. I don't dislike it, I'm just not a fan of it, is what I'm saying. Oh shoot, it's on the other side. I was wondering why we didn't have anything. I was looking at the wrong side, that was close. I nearly got killed there. Yeah, other things, right? Like that. Tower of Fantasy, new video games, new things to become a fan of. Rumbleverse. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is a new game, but it's part of something pre-existing. So, I mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh! There. What else is there? The endless list of animes you're loving right now? Hell yeah, Allurin. Which ones are you watching? You did mention you were watching anime with some friends the other day, I think. I'm not keeping up with the animes I'm watching for the most part. The only ones that I like never miss an episode when they get released. And this reminds me, one of them has released an episode today. They are Overlord, that's the one that's today. And Futo Private Investigator, Futo Tante, also known as Futo PI, which is the sequel to Kamen Rider Double. In anime form, adapted from the manga. Historical history being made for Kamen Rider there. Those ones get released every Sunday. But I don't wait too long before watching the next episode. So yes, thank you, Lurin. You reminded me to watch today's Overlord episode. Last episode ended on a big cliffhanger. I already know what happens. I read the light novels, but you still want to see how they adapted and, you know, seeing the voice acting, seeing the animation. Oh man, things are gonna go down. Things are gonna go down real hard. Whoa! Oh, rest in peace! Poor guy, poor guy. I think everybody else that got eliminated left before we got to this screen. So that one person, it's not that one person got eliminated. I think we had more eliminated. They just left before. Oh no, but this one I suck at. Alright, let's see if I can learn the meta in this game or whatever. Currently airing anime I'm watching are Overlord, Black Summoner, and Danmachi. Loving them all, but my gosh, Danmachi is by far the best. Really. Could you tell me what Black Summoner and Danmachi are about? Allurin? And you are perfectly allowed to put some paragraphs right now if you like for them. Long paragraphs. As much as you can. Within the character limits, of course. And the previous time I did this, Dr. Eggman kicked my ass. That was funny, though. That was funny. Yeah, this is where it gets super tricky for me. Wow. I thought I lost that one for sure. Okay. Oh, that was close. That was close. That was close. That was close. Okay. Because I struggled just to even hit the ball in the first place, you know? Like, it's not just about hitting the ball, it's also about doing it in a way that is bad for your opponent, that is away from them. But if you struggle to even hit the ball in the first place, it's gonna be bad. And this is not just this Fall Guys game, this applies to any game like this. Like, in tennis, if you struggle to hit the ball in the first place, you gotta work on that first before you even think about, like, having the ball land on a place that will be difficult for your opponent to hit it, you know? That's how it's gotta be. What happens if we're both tied, by the way? I would think it's overtime, but... Oh my god, look at this tie! This is so close! Oh, man. I don't think it's gonna be a tie by the end of it, though. Oh my god. That was so close. That was so close. Oh, this is so close. I think I'm gonna lose, though. Not enough seconds. Not enough seconds left. That was extremely close. At least it was better than the other one. The other one was very one-sided towards Dr. Eggman. It's fitting, though, because Dr. Eggman is meant to be a boss. It's meant to be a boss fight. But yeah, it's like, I can't even think about the best way to make it land on the opponent's side when I'm struggling to hit it. Yeah, let me equip those penguins. Oh, and now I can also wear the Spring Daisies costume because I have both parts of it now. But alright, let me wear this pattern for now. I got a lot of points this time. I'm very happy for that. I wonder, though, because they haven't announced when this season ends anymore. It was originally going to end yesterday, but obviously that didn't happen. I can't help but wonder if I would have enough time to finish all the rewards on the season. I don't play Fall Guys often enough. And the progression is really weird sometimes, you know? Really weird. But yeah, of the currently airing anime, Lurin, right now I'm only watching Overlord and Futo PI. I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, but I kind of dropped out of it. I'm supposed to catch up with it, but I can never find the time. Oh, it's over a dozen episodes at this point. I only made it to like episode 5 or 6, and they are like at episode 18 or 19 right now, maybe? I'm not sure. And of not currently airing anime, I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I kind of dropped out of that. I did watch an episode last week. Actually, it's the start of an arc. It's the start of the Society of Light arc, for anybody that knows it. I kind of know a few things that are gonna happen in the series, but for the most part, I don't know how this is gonna go down or how that is gonna go down. They introduced a new villain who is very charismatic. I love him. I'm not gonna say their name even that could be a spoiler, honestly. But the villain for this arc, for this saga, I love them. Great charisma. It's like, they really come across as the devil. Like, the devil that is very seductive and seems to be on your side at moments. But then when you actually go on their side, their true colors are shown. But it's already too late because you already sold your soul. So there's nothing you can do. Even when the cruelty is revealed, you've already pledged yourself to them. So you can only serve them from now on. With your life changed. It's like that. You see how tricky it can get with Seesaw? But it is a little bit like skill based. Like, you gotta have the strat, so to speak, to know when to wait it out instead of just going forward. See, I feel like that player needs to be reported for dragging the game out. Those players that are lingering near the finish, they gotta be reported. They gotta be reported for stalling. I'm sorry. I know somebody may disagree with that, but this is griefing. This is considered bad sportsmanship because they just make the game go on longer for the players who actually are just playing. And again, some of them are not intentionally being harmful like that, but yeah. And then what was I saying? Oh yeah, the other one I was watching was Gate. It's just called Gate. Usually it's just called Gate because the complete name is a very long name. It's something like, in English it goes something like, Gate, here is where the Japanese Special Defense Force fought. And I dropped it a while ago. I really need to get back to it. Like, it's a really interesting anime because the premise is that there's invaders from another world to this world who have magic, but they're also in a medieval sort of ancient era, classical era in civilization terms. Kind of Roman Empire, but kind of a bit medieval kind of technology. So they first invade, but then they get pushed back, and there is a counter attack against them. And with the technology that our world, if you will, has, they are just obliterated. Like, you know, mortar bombs, machine guns just destroy them. However, on the surface, that sounds like it's gonna be another OP isekai story. That another OP story like One Punch Man or an isekai OP story like Overlord, but it's not always like that. Like, there are moments in which the medieval magic world actually gets to have an advantage, for better, for worse, depending on who it is. And everybody kind of learns from each other too. So it's not completely one-sided either. There are moments in which they're just, you know, Earth is just OP, but there are moments in which the other world does have an advantage in a way. And the writing, I think, is just very well done. Extremely well done. Most of the time, the advantage comes from the magic that comes with that, and also from like the supernatural beings that come with that, like demigods and pretty much gods. I don't think I'm gonna make it here. Yeah, it can be like that. Life has many doors, that boy. Literally. You love Gate, one of your top 10? Yeah, and you know how I was introduced to Gate? I saw a meme based on Sid Meier's Civilization that showed what it's like when you're in the modern era and your opponents are in the classical or medieval era. And it's literally like that. You have your attack helicopters just destroying their paladins or like their medieval knights on horseback. It's literally like that. So it was hilarious. It was hilarious. And I wanted to see the anime where that came from. And so I started watching it, but I still haven't finished it. Although I already have the spoilers of what it's like. Okay. Let's go back to the multi-dimensional portal now. For a moment, as I read what you put there in the chat. Black Summoner is just another really good isekai fantasy anime because you definitely have an addiction to isekai fantasy and anime. Yeah, I feel you there. I feel you there. There's a really fun Red Ranger isekai manga. I started reading some of it, but I dropped that too. I don't know if it's getting adapted to anime. If it has been adapted by now, or if it's gonna get adapted, I definitely need to watch it. Like yesterday, I need to watch it. Because it's also a little bit OP, but also like, they bring a lot of elements. I think that's a lot of fun. Some people may say that it's meant to be parody, but I think it's more than parody. I think it's more of a love letter than parody. More like laughing at it is more like celebrating it. You know, the elements that like in another context may seem ridiculous, like enemies exploding, roll calls followed by an explosion inevitably, a giant mecha assembling this and that. It's really well done. But anyway, Danmachi, I very roughly explained to you in a past stream. Okay, but it's by far in my top 3 all time, and the current season is really pushing it to my #1 spot all time. The Danmachi universe must comprised of the Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls and Dungeon anime? Yes, it's like a bunch of other anime assembled in one, which is really weird in its own way. but also the side series Sword Oratoria and various OVAs, the video game that has more lore, and the manga series that is huge. That's a lot. That's a boatload. No Aaron shows you recently finished 2 awesome animes, Skeleton Knight in Another World. I heard about that one. Yeah. Like, some like memes comparing it to Overlord I've seen, which is... Well, yeah, from the name alone, I can see why. And Bastard. The non-anime show I also just finished was the insane series Arcane. Interesting. Yeah, I only mentioned the anime I'm watching right now, but there's also other series that are non-anime that I've been watching. New York by Night, which recently finished, but they already announced season 2, which is going to be an entirely different cast, because they're showing you the perspective of another faction, which is, I think it's going to be a lot of fucking fun to watch, especially because it's a faction we've never seen before. September 30 is going to start. And LA by Night, I'm watching. Critical Role, I was supposed to be watching. And by that token, The Legend of Vox Machina. You know, it's more cartoon than anime, arguably. And I was also watching Star Trek Enterprise. Well, I'm kind of still watching it. And I was planning to watch Star Wars series, but, well, didn't get around to that one. There's probably something I'm missing. I still have 5 episodes left of The Crown that I was watching. I can't remember if there was anything else. Oh, yeah, I'm still supposed to finish Kamen Rider Saber, actually. I still haven't finished that. You will love the Skeleton Knight opening song. Can you post a link? Why don't you post it in the Music Heaven, Alurin? I'm going to watch it after the stream. I think it's best. Because now we are about to end it, and we can drop an invasion from another dimension to someone. Do stick around. Thank you so much if you stick around for that raid. You know, when it comes to a raid, you want to have as many people as possible. Because that's the whole point of a raid, to bring in that great hype with it in that way. Hopefully that makes some sense, you know? Oh yeah, Chrome. I teamed up with him in Fortnite before, and he has a marathon for his birthday right now. So yeah, he should definitely get a raid from us right now. Share me the link later, Lurin. If you're okay with it, put it in the Music Heaven. Otherwise, send it to me on a message, and I'll listen to it. I always prefer Music Heaven because if you put it on the channel like that, more people are gonna watch it. But yeah, before we go, remember the schedule that we have for this week, alright? Just want to show it there very quickly. I usually show the other things there too when I do this, but yeah. 2 days of Final Fantasy XIV, Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, and Fall Guys we had today. What a beautiful picture this is, don't you think? Thanks to Charat for making it possible. But alright, Maniacs, we're gonna end it like this right here. Let's do that raid. And we have many more things to come on this week with the live streams and perhaps more. As always, everyone, stay connected to all my social media for all those things. And whichever way I see you next, I'll see you round.